You can see it if you try. It's there.
But you're gonna be streaming on Twitch, right?
Well, yeah, but there's gonna be a delay.
Here we go.
So if you watch it on...
I just wanted to find it on Twitch so that I could support.
So you could support your favorite streamer with a like and subscribe and ring the bell if you want to. Hit me
Quick
with...
reminder that only 10% of viewers are subscribed.
Dude. It's not a quick reminder. That was incredibly slow.
Why wouldn't you be subscribed to him? That's terrible. Why would you not do
Blinks,
it?
I need you to talk some more for me.
I'm gonna talk some more for Dimitri because I love him very much. He's my dear friend. Right now, I recently took off my socks because they were itchy, but then I was too cold. But I didn't want to put my socks back on, so I put on a jacket instead to make up for the socks. Problem, making my torso warmer doesn't help my feet, so it really wasn't a good decision, and now I'm just like vigorously rubbing my feet together to generate heat. That's how I'm doing right now.
I'm just sitting on my feet. Just to keep it warm.
Interesting factoids about all of us. I'm gonna turn Blinks up a tiniest bit.
Scoopy Manoopy.
Tiniest bit.
How do I do this?
I don't got dibs on Shadow Boy.
I want to turn up Blinks. There. Okay. Alright, let's go one more again. Everybody say hello, but not at the same time, please.
Hello.
But not at the same time, please.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. Alright, we should be good to play. So hello everybody, it's Monster Camp again. We're doing it. There's 3 of us again. Playing a full game. Camp Spooky, the stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then we were young and unafraid. With school far away, everything seemed possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days while the nights inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner, and for us it did. I am gonna be everybody's favorite is Danknag.
You're Danknag, dude?
I'm Danknag.
Were you Danknag last time?
Yeah, this time I'm Danknag 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Oh.
We're back. Alright, let's see.
Wait, do you choose equipment?
I choose equipment. Instead of in the last game you like answer the
Quiz.
questions. You answer the quiz, and this one you take equips with you to determine
Oh,
your
this
stats.
is like what you... Okay, interesting. So each of these have stat values associated with them?
So let's see, do I want the penguin mask, the MC Griffin episode, the spork, Shades on Fire, fake noble
Episode!
title. What?
It's extended playlist. That's an album.
Oh, I don't listen to music. Campfire songbook, BFF bracelet kit. Okay, Pocket Therapist is coming back. You know what he is. Competitive tarot. Yeah, that's all me.
That's all cool.
You need a mask because COVID.
That's true. We all need to bring a penguin mask.
I'll take a fake noble title. Alright, that's me. Alright, player 2.
Shadow
Blinks.
Boy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not me.
Well, because you were 3rd last time, so I figure since Blinks is the replacement for Peanut. So, like, you give me one of these
what
three?
does alternate Frankie look like? I don't... But... Oh! Demon Girl! Demon Girl! Demon someone.
This one?
Demon that, and I'm gonna... Yeah.
Okay, what's your name?
Pillsbury. Pillsbury.
Bear.
No.
Hurry.
Oh. Like this?
Boo. 1 R, yeah. No.
Like this?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. And what's your pronoun?
He.
He. Alright, do you want a pinata pool toy, hardtack, dragon heat, cursed pen, too many crosswords, spork, BFF bracelet, uranium lipstick, or penguin mask?
Okay, penguin mask,
Okay.
uranium lipstick, and then the ghost pen.
The ghost pen.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cursed pen, sorry.
And Stormy, you want to be
Shadow
Shadow
Boy.
Boy?
Name them Papa Smurf.
Papa Smurf? Okay. Alright, and what's your pronouns?
They, them.
They, them. Alright. Hardtack funny. Alright, do you want a sock puppet, some dragon heat, coral comb, vampire sun hat, Satanist kit, wood carving machete, business anal paste. Wait, hold on, what? The smallest violin, or Pokemon TCG.
Pokemon TGC.
Okay. Alright, Cabello, if everyone sounds alright, I would appreciate you letting me know.
What's that tiny thing?
It's the smallest violin.
The smallest violin.
You want that?
Yes.
Alright.
And the widow hat.
The vampire sun hat?
Yes.
Alrighty. One might say that the Monster Prom had hardened us on the highs and lows of love. But no, in love we're always absolute beginners. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of a summer love loomed over our heads. Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening, just 3 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that damn thing together. And so a silent yet powerful pressure invaded us. It was the Monster Prom all over again. Everything seemed uncertain. Everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on a meteor shower date, it was probably going to be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Joey Johnson Jahima, 23, a badass witch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless times. Aravi Mishra, 22, a hot-headed adventurer possessed by a curse who had turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. Calculator Hewitt Packard, version 1.1, a library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to the fullest. Dahlia Aquino, 20, a buff blue demon and warmonger who had set her sights on conquering summer next. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. And Milo Belladonna, 23, a Death Reaper, doubling as an internet influencer and who is profoundly in love with life and all its earthly pleasures. The bus trip was long and all of summer could be shaped by the first step well taken, so it was clear it all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. Time to break the ice. Besides finding love, what's your main goal at summer camp? To just be left alone for once, to be the very best at survival, to earn all the Monster Scout badges, to strengthen my relationship with Mascarpone, to level up as a person, to improve my understanding of living things. I just want to be left alone. What about you, Pillsbury?
Level me the fuck up.
You want to level up as a person?
Yes.
Hello, I just want to simp for Calculaster to improve my understanding of living things, please.
I'm going with Joy. Okay, who's voicing Joy? Storm, you want to do Joy again? You had a pretty good Joy voice.
I get that, Big Mac too. I can't wait to enjoy some peace and quiet once we get to camp.
I need to turn some people's volumes around. 1 second.
They picked my least favorite of the coven. I'm so upset. I guess she was the leader though.
Okay, hopefully that fixes the volume issues.
The whole icebreaker thing is so boring anyway. Like, I don't want to know what your favorite color is, what is your most treasured memory. I just want to chill in silence for the rest of the ride. Hey, since we're on the same page, want to sit together silently for the rest of the ride to camp?
You don't speak, which Joy knows means yes. The two of you sit down in comfortable silence for the rest of the ride, and it's more intimate than words could ever have been. Pillsbury's going with a Ravi.
Hell yeah!
You want to go for Hex instead?
I want to do Hex. I want to do Hex's voice. I can also voice a Ravi, but if you want, you can voice a Ravi.
Do both of their voices.
Both? Me too! I'm really hoping to increase my individual skill levels in interpersonal communication this summer, and maybe loot some boots of steel +1 self-esteem if I can find it.
What are you looking at me for? The only thing I'm going to increase this summer is the amount of bagels eaten.
Well, Pillsbury, at least you and I are on the same page. We should work together on leveling up our casual conversation stats together once we get to camp.
Hell yeah.
Papa Smurf and Calculaster.
Hello,
You're a thirsty bitch for this robot, huh?
You are studying organic life as well? How interesting, given that you yourself are organic, Papa Smurf. I suppose it is always good to learn more about oneself, however. Are you hoping to find yourself this summer? I did much research on the concept of summer in preparation for camp, and I found that finding oneself / coming of age are often major themes of summer break. Examples include The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, The Parent Trap, and Game of Thrones, counting the episodes that took place in the summer. Perhaps we will each find ourselves at camp this summer. I hope we can take this journey together. We only had 3 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
So, hold on. So, are you just set in your way, like, from the beginning?
No, you just have like a bonus with one person. You start better with one person, but you don't have to go for
Okay.
them.
Okay. Is it a different 6 people every time?
What do you mean? No, it's those
Like,
six.
okay.
Those are the 6 love interests in this one.
Oh, okay. I thought the same 6. I thought it was
No,
the
yeah,
same 6
like,
and then
I
some
think-
more.
I think Aravi likes boldness. Well, no, wait, she likes the even stat distribution.
That's just what Peanut guessed. He didn't actually know.
Oh, that's
Boldness sounds like her, but it also sounds
That's
like Damien.
very Damien. Yeah, I'm guessing she would either be like fun or
But, like-
creativity.
Really? I don't think either of those are her.
No?
Because she's like real serious, right?
Well, maybe creativity then.
I'll figure it out.
Okay. Let's see. Where do I want to go? I think.
Did Danknag give birth to Danknag too?
Who's to say? He did budding. He did a bud. He has been budded.
I like how it's not Danknag the second, it's Danknag 2.
It's Danknag 2, my dudes. All right, I'm gonna become smarter, dude. Sometimes you gotta go to the woods and become smarter.
No, I wanted to do that.
That's too bad. During your hike through the woods, you find a baby bird that's fallen out of its nest. All the characters seem like they'd appreciate 3 stats and not care about 2. You nurse him back to health with some delicious trail mix. You also give him some great advice on puberty and how to do his taxes when he grows up. Then the mama bird finds you, and she is pissed that you're holding her baby. She tries to peck your eyes out, but you fight her off. You've learned an important lesson today. Don't fuck with birds. You gain +2 smarts. You link up with Joy so you can practice summoning a wokeness elemental. You've just composed the necessary tweet and drawn the sigils in ethnically sourced lamb's blood when. I voiced this guy last time, but you want to do him this time, Flinks?
Sure.
He's a capitalist.
He is an evil capitalist.
Hey, you kids! Stop getting blood on the grass!
Why?
Because it's my grass, that's why. I just bought this camp to turn it into a shopping mall, and the only blood I want spilled on my land is the blood of commerce. Also orphans, if it's profitable.
What? You can't buy this summer camp. It's a source of happiness for many people.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a law that says things that make people happy can't be bulldozed? Never mind. I don't give a shit about laws. I'm rich.
You won't get away with this. Good things always triumph in the end.
Says the witch. Pipe down, sugar. You'll love it. I'll put 2 hot topics in there, so you'll always have one to turn to when the other one gets too mainstream. Now, go get yourself another black mesh something and let the men work, eh?
The CEO wanders off with his tape measure to figure out exactly how many sharper image outlets he can fit in the dome, leaving you alone with a fuming Joy.
I want to punch that dick right in his asshole. It's like how Damien feels all the time, but for reasons. He's right though, we can't rely on natural forces to stop him. Our only hope is to turn to the supernatural.
Joy whips out the biggest spellbook you've ever seen and slams it down on the grass. Jeez, where was she keeping that thing?
This is the tome of Bakunin, the most powerful collection of anti-capitalist magics ever assembled.
I can't believe it's a magic communist manifesto.
There must be something in here that can put an end to that man's horrible schemes. But what?
You search the ancient pages for the perfect spell. You narrow it down to 2 options. Sacrifice 1,000 shares of Fortune 500 stock to summon the invisible hand of the market, or construct the only artifact powerful enough to imprison a monopoly man, the go to jail card.
That sounds like fun.
The first one
Him
sounds
to
like
jail.
potentially smarts. Sacrifice
Yeah,
1,000
why are you
shares.
always so smart?
I'm smart, dude. So smart.
True. You know, that might just work. Now, the most ordinary wishes wouldn't just have 1,000 shares of Fortune 500 stock lying around. But luckily, the Coven and I rescued Fortuna, Roman goddess of luck, from her secret prison beneath Las Vegas, so she owes me one. Or should I say, she owes me 1,000.
True to her word, Joy soon has 1,000 shares of extremely valuable stock. You sacrifice them all by setting all the receipts on fire while horrified stockbrokers look on. The stockbroker part isn't a necessary part of the ritual, you just love the look on their faces.
The ritual is complete, and I feel it. The dark presence moves swiftly approaching the invisible hand of the markets. They say the invisible hand has the power to make the poor rich and the rich poor. They say it topples kings and destroys empires.
A cold wind whips through camp, and you suddenly feel the presence of something invisible and fingering.
But according to my research, it's actually just a mean hand that nobody can see. Isn't that right, invisible hands?
You hear a satisfied snapping sound from somewhere nearby. It's here!
Hey, invisible hand, wanna go prank a CEO? He's right over there.
The wind whips past you. The hand is on the move.
Excellent. Now, all we have to do is watch and wait.
Ow! What's this? Oh, wedgie? And my wallet is missing! Oh, no. No, please! Mr. Invisible Hand, sir! Don't play your financial pranks on me! I've always been your loyal servant! Stop pinching my butt and posting inflammatory tweets about my business for a second and listen to me! I'm on your side! I'm on your side! What are you doing? No! Don't use high-frequency short selling to undermine my business share prices! You're mad! And worst of all, I can't tell whether you're flipping me off or not because you're invisible. Curses! You win this time, you vivacious summer campers. But I'll make peace with this mischievous hand, and I'll be back, you hear me? I'll be back!
Wow, that went even better than expected. You're a natural magician, Danknag 2. I'm a little disturbed that our entire world's economy is controlled by that shitty hand. But then again, it's not like I loved capitalism in the first place.
Neither did you. The only love you feel is for the radical witch standing right in front of you. You gain +2 charm and +1 fun. Pillsbury, where do you want to go?
Take me to Scout HQ.
Scout HQ? You want to be creative?
No, I just, that sounded like I don't know. Wait, does fighting happen in the camp dome?
That's charm. You can see by the little faces.
Yeah, I wasn't so much thinking about stats, I just kind of want to go to places.
Oh, okay.
I want to do some fighting, because that's how you get experience, and I'm trying to level up.
Alright, so here it is.
Do I read my own?
I can read it if you want.
I figured you were just a narrator.
I figured everyone narrates their own things, but I'm happy to narrate everybody's.
I guess I'll narrate my own things.
Okay.
That day, a fun and zany scavenger hunt awaits you at the camp dome. Last night, the counselors stole your organs while you were asleep, and you have to solve the scavenger hunt clues to get them back. Isn't that fun? No? Too bad. You make the best of the situation by stealing your hotter friend's organs in place of your own. You get +10 evil from Dimitri's liver. You also find a very strange gland, and against common sense, you shove it up your nose. It secretes +2 charm. You already knew Aravi was loaded with bravery, determination, and chutzpah, but as she roots through her bag, it's clear she's loaded with some pretty sick items as well.
Why are my battle axes +1 through +200 all out of order? I got bored while you were sleeping and arranged them by color.
Aravi rolls her eyes and drops all the battle axes on the ground to be sorted later.
Oh, here's that Alexandria's Cursed Emerald diadem I found in that one dungeon. And may I just say, I'm very cool about not being the only curse in your life.
Oh my. Who's this? Is this who's playing this lady?
I could.
Any takers? Alright, is Blinks.
Miss Mishra, how dare you litter on the hallowed grounds of Camp Spooky?
Oh, I'm not littering, Camp Director Miss Weaving. I was just looking through my bag for...
You're telling me that all these items were in one small bag? Likely story. And what is this bottle of booze?
That's not booze, that's my therapist.
then you need a second therapist to help you deal with the fact that you keep your first therapist trapped in a bottle. If that were true, which it is obviously not, and I can prove it, let's see exactly what kind of spirits are in here. If it's Miss Geist's toilet wine again, I swear.
Oh, who's playing this character, Nora? Any takers? You want to try? Go for it.
I'll try. Camp Director Miss Weaving raises an interesting point about keeping me in a bottle, Ravi. Do you think you feel the need to keep people physically tied to you because of your brother Sal's disappearance?
So you didn't sneak booze in, you stuck a pet into camp! That's even worse! I'm confiscating it immediately!
She's not a pet, she's my therapist! And I'll prove it by showing how calm and level-headed therapy has made me! I've been working so hard at therapy, I'm getting so good at therapy!
I appreciate the enthusiasm, but therapy isn't something you get good at.
No, I'm slaying therapy, and I'm gonna prove it by Pillsbury! How am I gonna prove how good at therapy am? So Miss Weaving is Nora back!
Hold on. So, wait a second.
I think that's
okay.
smarts.
You think the first one is smart?
I would say the second one is smarts.
Oh, damn.
Or maybe the second one's creativity, I don't know.
That's creativity, I think. Yeah,
Whereas-
Rorschach test.
But then, what is the... Okay, I think the second one is pretty clearly smarts, which is conveniently my lowest stat, so I guess I should go with the first one,
Okay.
right?
You're gonna do some... You're gonna demonstrate that analyzing the shit out of a dream. You're so creative,
So-
dude.
Nice.
Oh, that's true. I'm always explaining my dreams to Nora, even when she asks me to stop and move on.
Wait, who joins?
Did someone join? Oh,
What?
hey, David.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you want to play with us?
I doubt I can.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be in and out a lot.
Alright,
Okay.
it's nice to have you here.
Well, Ravi, even though dreams can reveal what's going on in your subconscious mind, it's still important to confront the realities of day-to-day life.
But now I'm gonna use that dream analysis to get you unconfiscated, so you get to see the therapy trap we said is finally gonna be sprung.
Therapy isn't a trap, Ravi.
Okay, you guys, everyone listen to the dream I had, and then I'm gonna explain the dream I had, okay? Yes, everyone loves hearing about other people's dreams. This is a well-known fact. Okay, once upon a time, and the time was last night, I went to sleep, and I had a dream, and this is the dream I had. I was walking through the woods, and I got lost, which obviously indicates that in real life, I'm definitely 100% sure of what I'm going to be doing, which is why my subconscious needed a break from being so sure. A bear came out of the woods of the bushes, and he offered me an ice cream cone. The ice cream was pink, which proves I don't have any unresolved issues with my brother's disappearance. The sprinkles on the ice cream cone turned into dolphins, and they flew into the sky and swam through the clouds, meaning that I am a badass destined to conquer the very stars. The bear invited me to croquet, but the mallets were actually the corpses of all my friends, who had each been killed in painful, horrible ways as a result of my failures, which shows that I'm a healthy, well-adjusted person, and therapy totally worked! So you see, Camp Director Miss Weaving, this proves that Nora is my therapist and not my pet.
I'm going to give you the fairy back, just on the off chance she is your therapist, because you clearly have a lot of issues to work through, Miss Misra.
Ha! Shows how much she knows about dream analysis. A lot of issues to work through. Ridiculous, right, Nora? Right? Right, Nora? Right? Am I right? Tell me I'm right. Right, Nora? Right?
Ravi, why do you think it's so important to feel like you're winning at therapy and cure your issues? Therapy is a process.
A process in which I explain my awesome dreams. Let me tell you about the one I had with the woolly mammoths and Boo Paul's drag race.
Nora dutifully listens to Aravi's dreams, including the part where she and Pillsbury got up to something she won't specify. Nice! You got +2 boldness and +1 smarts.
Alright, Papa Smurf. Where are you headed?
Scout HQ, I guess.
Scout HQ? Scout HQ it is.
That day in Monster Scouts, you all practice speeches in preparation for the possibility of being killed by a bear. You want to get your last words right. You want to write a heartfelt poem dedicated to your favorite things in life. Monster Camp, the smell of rain, the bittersweet joy of watching the sunset for the very last time, and chicken tendies. Everyone's so moved with your poem, you're pretty sure you can make even the nearby bears cry. You gain +2 creativity. You are sitting with Calculester, helping him earn his small talk with flirtatious undertones badge when Coach sneaks up behind you wearing his bear costume.
Oh, who's Coach?
This is. Can I just be literally the Tony the Tiger?
Yes, please do.
Oh,
Grr! Bear attack! I am a bear and I am attacking you!
Oh, hello, friend Coach. Are you feeling okay? You seem to be growling quite loudly.
I'm not a coach, I'm a bear! Defend yourself against me! I'm gonna eat your flesh and crunch on your bones!
Oh dear, it appears Coach is having another damn flashback. Uh-oh. My research indicates that we should give him water and chewy candy and find him a quiet, dark place to den until he comes back to reality. I'll go find an empty cave.
What? Wait. What? No! The last thing you should be doing in a bear attack is busting out the candy and going back to their cave! Haven't you kids ever heard of stranger danger?
Oh, but you are not a stranger. You are my dear friend and mentor Coach, whom I completely and uncritically trust with my life.
I love Calculester.
What if this was a real bear attack? You need to know how to defend yourself!
I don't understand, friend Coach. A real bear would likely not be interested in me as I'm made of metal and wires and none of the tasty meat that you organics are comprised of. This would normally be a point of insecurity for me, but in this situation I think it may be one of my better assets.
Oh ho! You are still not out of the woods yet, champ! What if a bear didn't physically attack you, but instead it cyber attacked you?
I highly doubt that a bear would have the intellectual prowess to cyber. Error, cyber attack imminent, core functions shutting down, all settings changed to defenseless prey mode.
You gotta look and realize Coach had actually gotten a laptop out and is cyber attacking Calculester to beg him to stop.
No! This is good for him! Now defend yourself, Calculester! If a real hacker bear were doing this, he'd have already cleared all your memory caches!
No, please. My childhood is in there.
Well, as usual, Coach has turned a harmless thought exercise into a life or death situation. You'd better help Calculester out before he can no longer remember his parents' faces or screens, I guess.
Are you summoning the hacker bear's natural predator, the hacktivist hyena, or cyber attacks can be repelled with firewalls, literal firewalls? The second one sounds like boldness.
Yeah, I have to go hacktivist hyena.
You're so smart.
You whip out your own laptop and post on 4 legs, Chan, and anon but for r/anon but for hyenas about the bears cyber attacking you in hopes of a clan of hacktivist hyenas will see it. No sooner do you hit send, then you hear the sound of several paws trampling through the woods, and then the trees part to reveal a bunch of hyenas wearing Guy Fawkes masks.
Wait! What's going on here? I don't recognize any of you people!
Yeah, we know that bear. One of the hyenas
Damn, I
says,
can't believe one of the hyenas was actually Joy. Can't believe Joy's secretly a hyena.
No.
That makes sense.
Okay.
You got this.
Wow. Really just destroyed her like that, live.
It's immersion therapy. I'm getting Stormy to work on her voice cache, that she has more voices.
I get it. It's
That kind of the point of the masks. We were all alerted about the hacker bear. Says another hyena. Hacker bears give all animals bad names and make people want to limit our access to the internet. We're here to put a stop to this.
This is a little bit racist. Wait! It's all a big misunderstanding! See, when I take off my mask, you can see that I'm
He's
not a real bear!
bare-faced.
Just a friendly were-tiger, trying to teach my students woodland internet street smarts. This voice keeps morphing.
Coach takes off his bear costume. Unfortunately, the hacktivist hyenas also remove their masks to reveal they're literally hyenas. We're totally down to eat a person.
Oh no, that's no good. I'm trying to storm me down a little bit more.
Okay.
There. Okay.
The hyenas chase Coach off, leaving you and Calculuster alone.
My access to my internal hard drive has been restored. I can finally feel my tactile senses returning. Thank you, Papa Smurf, for saving me. I'm sure Coach will forgive us later. Perhaps running from the hyenas will even be good exercise for him.
Yeah, Coach will probably be fine. You're definitely not gonna check on him. Instead, you and Calculuster enjoy some blessedly calm, alone, fun time. Fuck. English. Which nets you +2 smarts and +1 fun.
Let's trade places. Everybody choose a movie. Blazing Saddles.
Inception.
Come on. TikTok.
The first Karo Gunso movie.
Okay. Player order is decided based on the likelihood that thousands of years from now, archaeologists will use said movie to explain how society functioned in the 21st century.
So it's between Kero Gunso and Inception, right?
Well, hold on. What about Blazing Saddles?
Well, Blazing Saddles didn't happen in the 21st century.
The
But
20th
people in the
century.
future won't know that.
You think 1800 to 2000 2000 will just blend together for them?
I mean, in the year 3000, yeah.
I guess you're right, because zoom out 200 years is not huge.
Yeah. I'm just saying, in my movie, they got cowboys and a black man. And that's pretty societal.
Dude, there's a lot of society in
But
this
I
movie.
got
There's a lot of
frogs.
society, yeah.
People think frogs.
Yours is just anime.
Yeah.
Yours is just anime.
It is true that
Ew.
I imagine most archaeologists will not be interested in fictional alien frogs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's between me and Pillsbury.
Now, Inception does not happen in the real world, but even the dream world looks like the real world. Also, full disclosure, I haven't seen Inception.
Oh, okay,
So-
alright. Boom, boom, boom. That's
Oh,
it.
you're just gonna okay.
I've decided.
Fine.
I've decided we need to take less time on those. We took so long on those last time. The whole stream took like 3 hours. Okie dokie, I'm gonna be... What am I gonna be? I'm gonna become... I think I'm gonna become more creative. Where'd I go for creativity? I go to fucking Scout HQ. Hit me up, Scout HQ. That day, all the scouts were making a braid chain as a team-building exercise. You learn all sorts of new ways to braid hair. But the person braiding your hair accidentally ties an infinity knot into your head. There's no way to untie it. You can see unto infinity. But right before Coach gives you the worst haircut of your life, you see how all your friends will die. It's useful in helping you eliminate David Davidson, the doomed deer person, from your romantic prospects. You also watch every Marvel movie that will ever be released. You gain +2 creativity from witnessing so many plot twists.
Yeah, because Marvel movies are really complicated.
You get roped into another of Coach's dumb wilderness survival lectures. When will you learn?
The creature we'll be learning to trap today is more awful than anything you have encountered so far. It's indestructible by non-magical means. It has a creepy fixation on strangers' sexual histories. It's born with a knife stuck to its forehead.
Who's voicing Damien? You want to do him, Blinks, or is your...
I like to do Damien, and
Go.
I have Peppermint today specifically in preparation
Go
for
for
voicing
it.
Damien.
It's all yours.
Honestly, this thing sounds sick as hell. It is not sick as hell, Damien. Unicorns are an invasive species. We have to kill them.
Wait, you want us to capture and kill unicorns? What is this, medieval France? I don't kill anyone unless the plot demands it, or I need their skull for a ritual. Slaughtering majestic cryptids is not in my bag.
What about you, Damien? You don't have the same outdated hang-ups about killing unicorns, do you? Look, I love murder. If murder had a dick, I'd suck it, but unicorns? They're just so pretty. This is exactly the problem. No one wants to kill unicorns, but they're a horrible environmental menace. Ever since some irresponsible princess introduced unicorns to these woods several centuries ago, the forest has been overrun with these dancy-prancy pests. Other animals spend so much time singing and frolicking with the unicorns that they forget to eat and die of starvation. The dramatic uptick in rainbows has severely disrupted the natural patterns of precipitation. The entire ecosystem is in shambles. They must be stopped.
Okay, that does sound bad, but can't we handle the problem without, killing a whole bunch of unicorns? If we do that, we're no better than they are.
Coach sheepishly pulls out a blanket over a large wooden crate labeled unicorn grenades.
I guess we could capture them, but the only way to lure a unicorn is by using a virgin as bait. Are any of you virgins? Not me. I definitely fuck. Joy's not a virgin either.
Fair. What about you, Danknag, too?
Oh shit.
He's calling you a virgin.
Whether you're a virgin or not, you're not about to say so in front of your two hottest friends. What's another cruelty-free way to catch a unicorn? When people say unicorns are attracted to virgins, what they really mean is that unicorns are attracted to first free class tickets on Virgin Atlantic Airlines. If Coach wants a unicorn, give him a unicorn. A startup valued over $1 billion. Damn.
Money's not a stat in this game anymore, so
No.
that's not a money check.
This one sounds creativity versus smarts, maybe? I don't know. I'll do that. I'm so smart.
I love it. This is exactly the kind of tricky linguistic double talk that serves me so well when negotiating demonic contracts.
Great. I'll draft the business plan. What? I'm a demon, damn it! I'm the asshole on the other end of those business contracts, making them impossible to read. Wait, what's this about starting a business? I thought we were trying to catch a unicorn.
Oh, Coach. You're really showing your age right now. Our generation thinks unicorn. We don't think mythical creature with rainbow horns, super soft mane.
So soft.
We think of a privately held startup valued at over $1 billion. They're called unicorns because of their relative statistical rarity.
But the unicorns in the woods are...
Disturbing the ecosystem? Tell me, Coach, what's more destructive than a successful startup?
So you're saying...
If we can match a unicorn startup, it will do more for the environment than catching a million boring old world unicorns.
But you're the one starting the company!
No time for details, Coach. Damien, hit me with that business plan.
I propose an app that shows you a constant video feed of people who are shittier than you, so you never have to feel guilty about anything ever again.
You're shockingly good at this. I expect you to propose an app that turns your phone into a big fire or something.
Is it too late to change our business plan?
Yes, let the hunt commence.
You found your company and immediately attract many high-profile investors. You use all your big tricks, saying, "We'll disrupt the app ecosystem 100 times in your pitch, as if it were a tech bro mantra, selling your business as the Airbnb for existential guilt, and assuring the app will cater to a generation so fresh that they will one day say, okay, Zoomer. With all that, you easily rocket past the $1 billion mark, no problem. Then, at your first board meeting, just as you're about to address your investors, all of them, as well as the boardroom, your programmers, and your entire office building, transform into a single majestic unicorn. Damien catches it in a net. Your brilliant strategy nets you +2 charm and +1 boldness. Alright, Pillsbury.
What does the manner get me?
Boldness.
Boldness? I like being bold and hot, so, I'll go to the manor this time.
The manor.
While exploring the haunted manor, you find an enchanted skull who speaks in riddles. His voice makes your ears bleed. You decide to name him Sparky and put him on your keychain as a fun pet. He tells you all sorts of cool things, like, beware the tides of Venus, and if you meet a guy named Lenny at Costco, don't give him $20. Sparky also tells you exactly when and how you'll die. Apparently, it's gonna involve a lot of mozzarella sticks. You gain +2 boldness for gaining that foresight. You're wandering around the camp, hoping you'll bump into a Ravi, but not in a creepy stalker way.
Whee! Watch it fly!
Yep, watching it sure goes in the air just like all kites.
Hey, Pillsbury, come over here and tell Ravi how cool flying this kite is.
You don't know if you want to do that, because clearly she doesn't think so, and you're not in the business of contradicting hot people. But just to get a more holistic sense of what's going on, you ask Aravi what's going on, holistically.
To make our symbiotic relationship as adventure and curse attached to that adventure more tolerable, we've created a schedule where we alternate doing things we like. So on some days, I get to do awesome stuff like raiding dungeons and fighting trolls and delivering absurd objects to absurd people.
And then on some days, we get to chill at home watching TV and eating pizza and chips and candy.
And Hex likes to pick up different hobbies that see on TV and then forget about them in like a day or two.
Hey, I do not!
Then why do I have a half-finished scarves,
Decoupage?
decoupage, pot holders, friendship bracelets, and a taxidermied rabbit in my skeleton?
I'm gonna finish all of those. I just haven't had time yet because of all the eating junk food and watching TV.
Hex saw Kite flying on some dumb TV show and insisted we try it out for their activity day. So here I am, forced to endure the world's most boring hobby of throwing paper and string into the sky, or else forfeit my next dungeon crawl.
Aravi can't pull the plug on Hex's kite flying without some serious consequences, but you can't let Aravi just be bored. That's not how love works. You have the answer. Aravi loves upgrading your gear and matching and whatnot. Upgrade the kite by tying some blades to it, so that's creativity, I imagine.
Probably.
Enter and conquer the scene of hardcore hyper-competitive kite flying.
That's pretty bold,
That's
dude.
boldness. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hardcore hyper-competitive kite flying?
Really? Kites are only cool if they're competitive?
Duh, stuff is only fun if I can crush someone else at it.
Hell
Gives me
yeah.
a sense of superiority and tons of material for my
Alpha.
therapy sessions.
Yeah, I bet.
Pillsbury, let's get down to business. I need a training partner. Want a krill in me? It's when you pose some degrees of rivalry for a short period of training. I end up surpassing you easily, but then you can get some sort of climax by sacrificing yourself.
Krillin never sacrificed himself. Sure. You go into kite training. You learn all sorts of epic anime-like techniques. The staple technique that you'll update every now and then with a fairly similar upgraded version. The forbidden technique that can kill you. You'll promise only to use it you'll promise only to use it in a life or death situation, but you end up always using it. So much fun! And, no, that's all. 90% of anime techniques fall into those two categories. But enough about training. You're not training anymore. You're now in the legendary kite tournament.
We've done it, Pillsbury. All of our training has led to this. I feel like we've been preparing for this moment since forever.
You have a very
happened in
unique
one
understanding
evening.
of... What?
This has all happened in one evening.
Yeah.
You have a very unique understanding of forever, girl.
You're interrupted, though. Stop chatting, you weaklings. It's me, Buffbert, the big buff rival who's super confident in himself when he's paired with a small adversary in the tournament. You're my first adversary, girl, and you're small, so you can bet I feel confident. Buffbert!
Are you a Pokemon?
Then she wins.
Can we skip to the end of this already?
You do! It's the final already, somehow, and Aravi is in it! Who could have guessed?
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Is this Dimitri?
Sure, I can... What?
No, is this like Vampire Dimitri?
No, this is not Dimitri. I can do this guy, though.
Aravi, I must admit you've shown all of us kite fighters that you're one to respect, even though you're totally new to the competitive kite scene. But this ends now, I'm afraid.
Damn, he's cool!
Okay, this is you then.
Alright. Wait, I need a voice.
Stop! I am also a finalist. Everyone has perished under the fangs of the fearsome technique of Cobra Kite.
That's very good.
Also, I think whoever is organizing the tournament is super drunk. Most of it makes zero sense.
We meet again, Soth, my sworn rival. Today I put an end to your reign of kite terror.
Kid terror!
You could try, or we could join forces.
Double gasp! That way we can first ensure our Ravi is out. Because in the most climactic moment, when two people team up against one, they tend to win.
Yeah, it's a foolproof plan. I'm smart that way.
Shut up! I'm gonna beat your lore expo dumping asses!
But Chio and Sarth joining forces after a long-sworn rivalry seems to hold a lot of significance in the TV show or game or whatever dumb form of media they come from. So their alliance it turns out to be very powerful, even for Aravi. Aravi is done for, unless you two put aside the long ancient rivalry you two have held since, like, the very start of this outcome.
Pillsbury and I joining forces? Whoa!
You unlock the third type of anime-like technique, the duel technique that can only be performed by the former rivals joining forces. It's a thing of beauty.
Defeat is cruel, but it is acceptable when bested by such a formidable technique.
Yes! Pillsbury, I asked you to krill me and you just Vegeta'd the whole situation. I admit, I underestimated you. This is almost hot.
Hell yeah.
And this is only the start. I will become the Kite Hokage or something. This is my new character arc. Fuck my life.
I want to be the Garfield to her Naruto, honestly. Aravi totally gets bored of kites by the next day, but you still gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Yeah,
Right.
that all happened in one day.
Stormy, where are you going?
Take me to the woods.
The woods.
That day, you get lost hiking in the woods. You use the stars, aka nature's compass, to get back to camp. The stars actually teach you all sorts of things, like how one of the stars in Orion's belt is actually a nebula. The stars also teach you Italian, the quadratic formula, and the true meaning of friendship. Wow, stars sure are smart. And they give you +2. I can't English, but that's all dumb bullshit compared to what really I came for. Intimate moments with your synthetic crush Calculaster.
Can we just admire Calculaster's pecs?
Yeah, dude.
You slip away the first possible moments so you can spend the afternoon with him romantically, going through a book of photographs telling him which one are faces.
That's hilarious.
He learns to get a high-resolution view of one of the images, bringing his face within inches of your face. The moment is unmistakable. You lean in and kiss him tenderly on the screen. It tastes like television. You rub your lips and tongue passionately across the slightly rubbed glass surface, but he's not kissing you back.
What are you doing, Papa Smurf? Are you attempting to clean my screen? Allow me to provide you with a moist disinfectant wipe.
No, you explain, a bit embarrassed, that you were trying to kiss him.
Oh, a kiss. I am delighted to add this to my tally of formative adolescent experiences. And yet, though I like you very much, I cannot help but think that this kiss was not as arousing for me as it was for you. Kissing, you see, requires a mouth, which I do not have. I am glad that the hyper-realistic mouth on my screen fooled you, but it is only a simulacrum. I experience similar problems when attempting eating, and don't even get me started on pooping.
You'd rather not. It's actually kind of ruining the romantic mood. What you really need is some other way to emotionally and physically connect with Calculaster. But what's the robotic equivalent of smooching? Come on, you spent your whole horny life training for a situation like this. Damn, Papa Smurf
Just
horny.
put your tongue in his USB port.
Stormy, this is your choice.
They're both smart though.
I think one is creativity.
I think the top is boldness.
Wait, what?
I would say the top
one's
is boldness. I mean, you're showing him your
I think second one is charm, and then first one is creativity, or smarts.
Strong.
I'll go with the first one.
The top one.
Yeah.
You're not so charming.
Oh damn, I was wrong.
I don't. Calculus is gonna reject me again.
Nah, you can fuck up a couple times and you still won't lose.
You take your sauciest, highest definition picture of your mouth pillows and immediately discard it because it's too large for a floppy disk. In fact, all your lip pics are too high res for a floppy disk. Curse the propensity for taking the only best quality selfies. You refuse to debase your gorgeous lips image with compression, so the only remaining solution is find another way to fit a kiss on a floppy. You use binary, but the only number you know in binary is 100011, 69 and base 10. And that seems too forward. Wait, you got the perfect idea. Now time to resurrect the ancient noble art of
ASCII.
ASCII.
You spend about 4 minutes working on an image of your lips, entirely made of backslashes and @ symbols before losing patience and replacing it with all the space you saved in your genius scheme. You're also able to include a whole megabyte of kissy onomatopoeia.
Well, it does say 2, but I guess you only used one of them.
You present your disc to Cal flushed with thirsty pride.
Oh, a 3.5-inch floppy. I had no idea you were such a romantic. I'll inspect it right away. Processing. I am not sure I understand. Is this vaguely frog-like emoticon meant to represent your face and lips?
You nod excitedly.
And what about this enormous list of nonsense words including wah, smork, oh yeah, I'm kissing you so good, slurp slurp, and humpa dumpa?
Those are kissing words, you tell him. Does he feel kissed yet?
And as much as I feel anything at all, I think it is something akin to the romantic alienation indie rock singers are so often croon about. Thank you, Papa Smurf, for helping me experience a new and painful emotion. I am afraid, however, it does not make me horny for you.
I don't want Calculus to be horny. He's incapable of it. Thanks, Blinks.
This
Yeah,
isn't my
you
fault.
chose it. You clicked it.
To be fair, you could have listened to Dimitri, who said that the second one was charm. Or no. Dimitri said first was charm. I said second was charm. I think.
I think I said the first
And I
one
was wrong.
I think I said
So
the
I
first
think-
one was boldness.
All I'm saying is I wasn't the only person you could have listened to.
All I'm
You
saying
could have
is
listened to the person who was correct instead of me. So really, this is
You
on
also, you really could have just made your own decision and taken responsibility for it. Are you gonna read this or should I skip it?
You skip it.
Calculaster leaves you to go do some soul searching. You need to do some soul searching too. Mostly about why you thought Humpa Dumpa was a kissing sound. You lose 2 charm and 1 fun.
Let's try places. Everyone choose an animal. Fox.
Hippopotamus,
Dole.
What?
Dole.
Doe?
like the
Dole. DHOLE.
What is that?
It's a
Googling.
weird dog.
Okay, dog. Okay, alright. So you said
a
dog.
dog.
I heard
Dole.
dole and I thought like banana. Wait, no, it's a kind of bird. What?
Dole. DHOLE.
Oh, okay. Oh, I put the H in the wrong spot. With the H second, it's a bird. With the H first.
Which animal could conceivably protect you from a bear attack?
So fox, hippo, or dog
I think-
that looks like a fox.
I think hippo wins.
Yeah.
Hippo's
2000.
definitely. Yeah.
Dole and Fox are basically the same answer, is what I'm saying.
Dole plants have been known to kill tigers, but the singular Dole, I don't think can kill a bear.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of Aesop's fables where
For reference,
foxes-
Dimitri, a Dole looks like this. It is basically just a fox.
Okay. Well, I know a lot about foxes in Aesop's fables, and they're very cunning and sneaky. Anyways, I'll hit random for everyone else because they're the same. Oh fuck! Oh, okay. I'll still give it to you first.
Nice. Justice
Justice has been
received,
done.
supplied. Yeah.
I didn't realize I thought it would not randomize you since I already clicked you.
Yeah, I thought you could lock in some, but I guess not.
All right, Pillsbury.
It's me. Ooh, it's campfire time. Wait, there's a Mothman? Oh, you told me about the Mothman. I want to hang out with Aravi and the Blue Demon Girl.
All right.
Later, you're chilling by the fire when you hear a terrifying, blood-curdling, yet also slightly adorable sound. Dahlia and Aravi's hysterical giggling.
Oh, it's Pillsbury. I guess you can hang out with us if you want. We're just finishing up our weekly girl talk session. I guess if you're doing Damien, I'll do her.
Yeah! Girl Talk rules! And Aravi and I have so much to talk about. The next topic on our Girl Talk agenda is healthy eating habits.
Yeah, good topic. Usually I have a small breakfast, but I think the most important meal of the day is the one you consume right before the dungeon mini-boss fight. And obviously, you should only be eating top-notch ingredients. If you start consuming B-tier meals, you'll miss out on a lot of potential stat buffs.
I love her so much.
You're the one missing out, Aravi. Who cares if Doritos are D-tier items that technically lower your offensive stats? They're a cheesy mouth explosion! It's worth it!
Ah, that reminds me of a really awesome dinner I had a few days ago. Did you guys know that lead grenades are actually really high in fiber? If you have a demon metabolism like me, you gotta make sure to get plenty of soluble and insoluble minerals in your diet. That's why I eat a lot of airplanes.
Oh, that makes sense. For me, I gotta keep a healthy balance between eating full meals and just regenerating using a flask potion. Potions are convenient, but you can overdo it.
For real, it's like me in battle wine. I love to have 2 or 3 casks after a victory, but if I drink too many, I'll be slightly less bright blue the next day.
Dahlia, what do you think about that whole 30 thing? You know, the one where you're supposed to kill a whole 30 enemies every day for exercise?
I get why people do it, but it takes a bit of the fun out of murdering if you've got to do all that enemy counting all the time.
You two are such food jocks. What about you, Pillsbury? If you're gonna girl talk with us, you gotta give us the tea on your healthy eating skills.
Quick, express an opinion on healthy eating habits. Impress one of these lethal hotties. Seize the moment, Pillsbury.
The first one's a Ravi. This one, it's not a skill check. It's just which one do you want to woo.
Yeah, it's just like the lunch tables. Also, I want to thank you for immediately noticing my problem because I was like thinking I could voice the demon girl, but I also couldn't voice the demon girl and not just be Damien.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I figure since you were doing Damien, I would do her.
Yeah, I'm surprised they gave 2 demons, like the main whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's
yeah,
because
34
people
uncooked potatoes.
Yeah, people voted for her. It was I was since I kickstarted the game, I was one of the people voting for like which characters would be in it, and people voted for her. I voted for Aravi, and I'm really glad she got in.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, both of these are like very great characters, so I'm glad they're here.
Okay, so
anyway, yeah,
Aravi.
Huh?
I assume you want to woo Aravi.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm guessing
Minecraft style, 34 uncooked potatoes.
Whoa, I relate so hard. Some people are into calorie counting, but I'm into HP counting. I only eat foods with the highest health regeneration stats. And uncooked potatoes are the #1 best health recovery items.
Dad, that's some valuable strategic info, Ravi. I love girl talk. Just one question, do the potatoes have to be uncooked?
Ah, yeah, they totally do. I've been begging Aravi to make french fries or mashed potatoes or even just bake one potato, but she won't do it!
Of course I won't. Cooking the potatoes takes valuable time that can be spent finding more raw potatoes. And I can't tell you how many times my ass has been saved by an uncooked potato.
She just bites into it like an apple.
This one time, I was battling against the Necro Wizard of Quarnaria, and the bastard actually got me down to 10 remaining HP. I know, it's super embarrassing.
No, it's understandable. His misspaced attacks are hella cowardly. They just come out of nowhere.
Well, anyway, my health was down, and he was charging up his finisher power beam attack, and I just started pounding as many raw potatoes as I could in the middle of the battle. And I was getting hella HP from those potatoes, but he got super confused and was like,
Aravi, why are you eating so much in the middle of this battle?
And then he got all offended by it. He was like,
I can't believe you. You're being so disrespectful to me right now. Blah, blah, blah. I cannot believe he said that. What a douchebag. He's the most finicky opponent ever.
I know. And after all that, he was finally like,
how the fuck are you eating so many potatoes, Aravi? The amount of potatoes you're eating is terrifying. I surrender.
So fussy.
What a satisfying victory! Aravi, you are one fearsome warrior and one impressive potato consumer.
Thanks, I know! Girl talk is awesome because it's fun to just talk to people who get me. Like Hex and Dahlia. And especially you, Pillsbury. You know me pretty well, so thanks.
That's right. Aravi is totally impressed with your boss battle dietary habits, and you two share a romantic dinner of uncooked potatoes later that night. So, starchy.
Papa Smurf, you want to go visit Calculaster?
Yes, please.
Alright. Oh, wait, you could just sit by yourself? What the fuck? I didn't even realize. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know what that does.
I bet it's
put
something
me
like the
there.
shop where it's like you can do that to boost stats or do something
Oh,
else.
potentially. Okay.
You head to the campfire to roast the exotic bug shish kebab. You lovingly clap it when you see Joy and Calculaster writing in a notebook. We could put fire extinguishers under every log, so responsible campers can stop reckless ones.
Or we can put the campfire out immediately to prevent the need for fire extinguishers at all. Oh, hello, friend Papa Smurf. Friend Joy and I were brainstorming ways to make the campfire a safer place for all our friends.
Really just got friend zoned.
And frenemies, of course. Normally, a campfire poses limited dangers, but since this is Camp Spooky,
Friend Milo came dangerously close to the campfire the other day, dragging several campers with them to get a perfect firelit selfie.
the prank masters have also been known to pop in now and then, and they definitely stole some fire in a jar last time. Who knows what they did with that?
I do know what. It was not safe.
Of course, there's Damien being Damien.
And friend Dahlia being friend Dahlia.
So with that in mind, we need to get away to people being safe around the fire.
Got it in one.
Or make the fire itself safer.
No, Calculaster. I've told you, fires don't hurt monsters. Monsters hurt monsters. Well, that logic doesn't add up completely with you. You suspect Joy is being a bit tipsy and not thinking things through. Time to find a better solution.
I assume you want to go with Calculaster.
Yes, please.
Oh, friend Papa Smurf, what a stellar idea! I have often used firewalls for my own personal safety. I am glad to implement one for the safety of others. A firewall will ensure that when our friends gather around the fire to download such media as horror stories and music, they do not accidentally download fire as well.
Calculaster, what are you talking about? People aren't downloading stories from the fire, they're telling them.
But then why would they gather around the campfire to do so? Organic life forms are known for being quite flammable. If they could simply tell the stories elsewhere, why would they not?
Because the campfire's warm and glowing.
Are light bulbs not also warm and glowing?
Sure, but it's a tradition, okay?
Tradition. An internal search indicates that this is often used as an excuse by organic life forms to justify inexplicable behavior.
Feel
Still,
that.
I believe you are mistaken in this case, as I have just installed the firewall and then safely connected to the fire and downloaded the fire-related movie St. Elmo's Fire.
That's a terrible movie.
Did what now?
Come friends, let's all watch this 1985 cult classic featuring such acclaimed actors as Rob Lowe, Demi Moore, and prolific television character actress Gina Hecht.
Wait, how did you download a movie from Fire? Doesn't matter. You join Calculus for lovely eating, watching that garbage movie, virus-free content.
Virus-free and content.
Oh. English.
It's okay.
You get Bowling for Soup's Total Bop 1985 stuck in your phone.
In your head.
Oh.
It's not a phone. That's Calculaster has a headphone for a head, not you.
Oh. Dyslexia, maybe? I don't know.
I'm just wondering where you got phone from, because the phone does not appear anywhere in this.
I don't know. With the firewall safety in place, Calculaster has no objections to fireside sing-along.
I'm gonna go talk to the Mothman. Mothman!
Are you trying to date the Mothman?
I am.
Good evening, Danknag 2. I hope you enjoyed your day at summer camp. My
Wait,
days...
is this the camp counselor, Dimitri?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
No, he's the Mothman.
My day is only just beginning. My people are mostly nocturnal, so I rarely spend time awake during daylight hours. So while you and our other campmates get to frolic in the sunshine and hear all sorts of juicy, titillating, world-rocking gossip, I am sleeping away in my tent unaware of it all. Which is why I'm hoping you, popular soul that you are, would be willing to tell me a bit of gossip you may have heard through the grapevine.
Aw, poor nocturnal moss man. You're not gonna deny such a cute giant insect person as gossip, are you? Time to concoct some lies and slander, all in the name of being a good friend, of course. Choose a player to strike with your gossip skills.
You can talk about yourself?
I'm gonna talk shit about myself, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Going for it.
That sounds...
I don't want to fuck one of you guys over, that seems mean. You guys are both...
What does this do? I don't understand.
I think it improves my stats or lowers your stats.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but I don't want to fuck with your guys' stats, because you've got a good thing going on with Aravi, and Stormy needs all the fucking help she can get with Calculester right now. Danny DeVito Stalker Group, Knitting Orgy, Dogs and Hats Anonymous, Orangutan Fight Club. Honestly, Danny DeVito Stalker Group, yeah. She's won Awkward Family Photos, Cumsuck Collection, Obscure Shrek Trivia Knowledge, Record Breaking Moonwalk Skills, Obscure Shrek Trivia Knowledge. Type in toy. Alright, let's see. Moss?
Isn't it all caps?
No. Man. I think that's how you spell it, right?
Yeah, that is exactly how you spell it.
Yeah.
Wow, I slept through that? I can't believe it. I'll have to pull an all-dayer just to spread the news around, but it will be worth it. See you.
Your fellow campers are all hungry for that hot goss, and soon you hear your rumors spreading all over the place. Who?
Hey, have you heard Think Mac 2? No? Well, listen to this, because you may not know him as well as you thought. Apparently, last year, Think Mac 2 was boarding a flight of an official Danny DeVito Stalker Group business.
I sure was.
When he was stopped by the TSA. The TSA agent opened Danknag 2's suitcase to find he was trying to smuggle a bag of nose candy in a moss man onto the flight. No. Oddly enough, Danknag 2 tried to convince the TSA agent to let him go by showing off his obscure trivia knowledge.
I've done it.
Fortunately, it was enough to convince TSA agent to allow him to board the flight with the sweet, sweet Moss Man. It's pretty mind-blowing, huh? I'd keep this info in mind next time you see Dank Night 2 and out and about.
Your gossiping skills totally caused Dangnag 2 to gain +2 fun. Nice!
So every time you talk to Mossman, you have to you make an ad lib?
Yes, you make an ad lib to lower someone's stats or raise your own.
Okay.
Okay, alright, so we're taking a gamble. Alright, so now we're getting some drinks. We're gonna drink some drinks, we're not gonna know what they're gonna do, and that's gonna happen. So Lynx, the way this works is you can either take the drink that Juan, the small magical Latino cat, gives you, or you can choose the mystery box, and you have to accept whatever in the mystery box if you take it.
Okay.
That weekend you feel like getting wasted, so you go and visit none other than Juan.
Hola! You know, when I started making magical drinks, I never thought people would actually come to drink them. But hey, who am I to judge? Anyway, let's take a look at this one.
Pillsbury, do you want the bargain?
No idea if I got the recipe right. Wanna try it? Otherwise, you always have the mystery box.
So, bargain, and I don't know what it does. It changes my stats though?
It will do something.
Okay, I don't think I want the bargain because, I buy my meals for cheap because I'm a fucking bitch, but Pillsbury is not a bitch. So, box.
You're going for the box? Alright.
Yeah.
What's in the box? Pair of beer boots.
The mystery box. So bold of you. Hope you're happy with it. No refunds.
Papa Smurf, do you want the whiskey?
Will you take the drink of the day? Or would you prefer the mystery box?
I'd like to take the whiskey.
You want the whiskey? Alright.
Yeah, no, totally. I was just testing your common sense, and you passed. Your prize is the drink you chose.
The Cosmopolitan? No idea if I got
damn.
the recipe right. I want that. Nah, dude, I'm taking the Cosmo.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah, no, totally. I was taking your common sense, and you passed.
Alright. Papa Smurf.
Behold, the potion that looks like whiskey. Its powers to taste and smell like whiskey, nothing else. I have the suspicion that I just made whiskey.
Oh, nothing happened.
So, okay, so plain drinks, you don't get anything cool at all. But at
Well-
least you don't lose anything either?
Yeah, I mean, she drank it and there was no change, so...
Yeah, so like that's good, because I imagine some of these damage your stats.
Oh
right?
yeah, I got toilet wine last time from the mystery box. It lowered all my stats.
Oh, okay.
Alright, the Cosmopolitan. Yeah?
So like plain drinks are...
Well, I don't
Easy
know.
bets, safe bets.
Yeah. I mean, there's
Okay.
like weird drinks that like you swap other people's stats or you steal stats from other people. Like there's
Oh,
weird
weird.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
The Cosmopolitan received its name because it disrupts the very core of the cosmos. Thanks to it, any stat effect is now double for you, for better or for worse.
Oh.
Wait.
So all my
Oh,
stat effects are now
forever?
doubled. Yeah, seems like
Give me those beer boots.
Get some beer boots.
You think you can handle a pair of beer boots? Thanks to these babies, a random location will be chosen and you can drunk walk all over it until you become a true expert. After that, anyone can end up working twice as many stats from visiting it.
Oh, so I just get to pick a place now?
I think so. And
Okay.
anyone who goes there gets double the stats. So I would just get quad stats.
Still hard to believe you drank that. Good luck, I guess.
Okay, now I'm interested in just getting one of Dimitri's stats as high as possible. So,
Everybody choose an object.
metal straw.
Cursed pen.
Slenderman's tie.
Okay, I said cursed pen. Alright. Which object would be the most useful new Swiss Army knife attachment? Slenderman's tie is the
Straws are
least
already-
useful.
Yes.
Wait, what kind of tie?
Slenderman's tie's
Slenderman's tie is worthless in a Swiss Army
You
knife.
could use it to strangle somebody, or like tie a knot.
Alright, what did you say, Blinks?
I said sometimes metal straws are already in Swiss Army knives.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't think it's a new thing exactly.
But it's useful.
It is useful. It's proven to be.
What
and
did
then
I
a
say?
pen is also very useful.
Yeah, a cursed pen, no less. You could use it to stab people, or you could use it to write.
Yeah.
Ghost write a novel with your cursed pen. I think
I'm not
me,
seeing it. You think you?
I think
okay.
me, you, Stormy. Because, okay, here's my thing about the straw. If the straw is attached to the thing, how do you drink?
Yeah, I've always seen it. I think it detaches, but
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
sure. I'm just aware that it is a thing sometimes.
Stormy, if you can make a point for your tie, I'd love to hear it, but
I don't have anything to say, but we're taking too long.
yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think for this route, I need to visit the same place twice. Oh, so Vlinks, you have decided that now this place is doubled.
Oh, so I've decided that somehow?
I guess because you went there already, maybe? I don't know. Or it might have
Okay.
just been random. I'm not sure.
Well, that was actually what I was gonna choose because I like having more charm or fun. Or whatever
Yeah,
that is.
I think for the Mossman route, I need to go to the same place twice. So where do you guys not want to go? Either in the morning or evening, and I'll go.
I want to see you go to that spot, if only because I want to see you get the ridiculous quad stats. I want to see your charm be like over 20 by the end of this.
Okay. All right. So, do you guys, everyone okay with me stealing
that's fine.
this place twice? What is this?
Yeah.
Charm? I'm getting hella charming. I'm becoming the most charming dude in existence. That day at the Camp Dome, you play a
Damn.
game of tug-of-war. You see, tug-of-war is a harder game than it seems. It involves a lot of strategy, and there's a secret technique not everyone knows. It's you need to be strong. You mastered this technique years ago, and so you win. The audience is cheering and roaring in joy while you salute them victorious. They throw roses at you. They throw their underwear. Someone throws you +4 charm, which you happily take. You're taking a moment to relax on the ground, enjoying the good weather and the warmth of the sunshine on your face. Wait, where did the sun go? What just completely swallowed the sunlight? Oh, it was just Mossman and his fucking enormous wingspan blotting out all the immediate light as he flew by. Cool.
Hello, Danknag2. You may remember me, your friend Mossman, from the campfire log where I trade gossip amongst our fellow campers as though my life depended on it.
I did only get +4. I think it might be from the site. I don't fucking understand how
Alternatively,
the Cosmo
maybe the effects don't stack
works. Yeah, that would also be it. Yeah.
because 8 is a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess that really is the only place you ever see Moss. Running into him in the daylight is kind of weird, like seeing a teacher at the supermarket.
Well, it has come to my attention that you've been spreading a rumor about me, Moss Man, the gossip moth himself. Is that true?
Yes?
I see. Well, I have just one thing to say about you spreading lies and subterfuge about me. I love it! You see, my friend, I absolutely live for the drama of it all. Nothing pleases me more than a ripe, juicy, spine-tingling line of gossip. I have always wanted to be the subject of a rumor, but starting a rumor about yourself is the lamest thing a moth person could ever do. So you have made my dream come true, Danknag 2, by doing it for me. I cannot thank you enough.
Hey, the pleasure's all yours.
It's great to be friends with a fellow gossip connoisseur. I came to you because I have a proposal. We should work on crafting the ultimate rumor. With my established rumor mill and your compulsive lying skills, we could create the gossip to end all gossips. Not like literally, though. If gossip totally disappeared, I would be devastated. Do you agree? Of course you agree, because I'm not giving you any choice. The first major question is, what sort of gossip should this be? Gossip takes many forms, anything ranging from the humble anecdote to the urban legend. The best place to start would be what sort of tone to give our gossip to have. Danknag 2, what genres should our gossip borrow from?
Since the dawn of time, our civilization has excelled at two things, laughing and fucking. Funny sex rumor. That's going to be fun. Horror all the way. Why? Because cryptid's hot. That sounds like boldness is pretty low. What else could horror all the way be?
I think that's boldness.
That sounds boldness to me. And this top one sounds fun. I'm going to go with this. I'm so fun. Yes, a classic.
No gossip spreads faster than the age-old tale of who's boinking who in what hilarious way. Now, if we look back through gossip's history, especially the way it has permeated our pop culture, we can mathematically craft the supreme humor sexual anecdote. It starts with a meet cute, maybe something in a coffee shop where we both order the same thing, and your hand grazes my giant wing as we both reach for the drink. And then it naturally evolves into the same predictably fun pattern. There's the dinner dates, the hiding our relationship from our friends because we don't know where this is going yet, the inevitable betrayal. Oh yes, this will be the perfect opportunity to use my betrayal knife. I've been saving it for a gossip-related emergency for almost a decade. We'll also need to incorporate at least 3 squirrels and 1 kilo of Mexican black tar heroin. No homosexual rumor is truly complete without heroin squirrels. I'm so excited to embark on this journey with you, Danknag 2. We'll discuss this further once I acquire the necessary materials. You get the squirrels, I'll call my heroin guy, and we'll meet back here soon.
And he's gone. So yeah, I have to go back there next time, I guess. So we meet back there. And he's gone. You're not sure what sort of rumor is going to involve sex, squirrels, heroin, and betrayal knives, but this is shaping up to be the most fun weekend ever. You cash in some favors with some squirrels you know. They still owe you for the +4 smarts and +2 boldness you lent them.
Wait a second. It looks like your Cosmopolitan gives you double on rewards from interactions.
Yeah.
Whereas my thing gives you double on reward for that location.
Mine might also just double everything, but it doesn't stack.
Oh, you know what? No, I think you're right, because it did just say everything. And so, yeah. So the 2 1s become 4-2, and then the +2s become +4s.
Alright, Pillsbury, where are you headed?
Go ahead and take me to... What do I want one of my... Okay, I think that I should make...
I think your creativity could possibly stand to be higher, although I don't know if you want 777s.
And, well, the thing is, like, creativity and fun tend to overlap, and so I would like them to be equal so it doesn't matter if I'm ever stuck between the two. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but also it overlaps with smart, so maybe it's good where it is. Nah, let's just go to Scout HQ.
You want to go to Scout HQ?
That's creativity, right? Not
Yeah.
smarts?
It's creativity.
Okay. That day in Monster Scouts, you make each other friendship bracelets. Except the Monster Scout leader pairs you randomly with your friendship bracelet recipients. So, Larry the Lich doesn't feel left out for having no friends. You get paired with Larry. Surprisingly, though he's a great conversationalist, and he makes you super heartfelt bracelet that imbues you with +2 creativity when you wear it. Larry sure is nice. Maybe there will become a day when he's cool enough to be your friend, or at least a romanceable summer fling option. But today is not that day. You find a Ravi, and the 2 of you walk around the HQ building. Huh? Say that again?
Oh, you left?
Oh, okay. Opening every single drawer in case there are useful items inside. That hits really close. All seems well until... Bear attack! Bear attack! I'm a bear and I'm attacking!
Ah, the chilling cry of the dreaded attack bear! A beast as rich and cunning as it is in XP. Stand back, Pillsbury, I'll handle this.
Fuck yeah, kill him. While I'm pleasantly surprised at your commitment to bear safety, Aravi, I just want to make sure. You know I'm not an actual bear, right? Just your old pal Coach dressed in a bear suit in order to increase bear awareness. Aravi? Why are you standing there, frozen, staring off into the middle distance? Is this some new millennial dance I'm unaware of?
Oh god, I've seen this before. She's menuing.
What?
She's navigating her attack menu in order to select the perfect move for which to defeat you.
What attack menu?
The one in her head, I guess, although I'm in her head and I don't see any attack menu. I always just tell her to choose something randomly and get it over with. You don't get it, you dumb curse. Monster hunters are weak against bears because bears are technically beasts, not monsters. What? Did you leave again?
No, I said I had to go.
Oh, I thought you said last time you were back from going to the bathroom.
Oh, damn.
I missed that.
I
Oops.
wouldn't miss Moss Man.
Moss man, dude. I've got to choose between the perfect attack. I got to choose the perfect attack to counter my type disadvantage. Otherwise, this combat might go suboptimally.
Oh no.
Well, in a real bear attack, you can't expect the bear to wait around while you select the perfect attack. So, neither will I. Roar! And stuff. Coach charges towards Aravi. Quick, help her break out of her decision paralysis before she falls victim to this fake bear attack. Okay, so the first one is either smarts or creativity, and the second one is boldness.
Yeah.
Right,
The
like-
second one's definitely boldness. I think that's the one to go for.
Yep. And we already know she hoards stuff, so she probably has 27 bears in her
Probably.
backpack.
You're so bold, dude.
Aravi pulls out a spreadsheet of enemy strengths and weaknesses and considers it intensely. God, she plays video games like
Bear.
I do.
Type bear. Strong against hunter type. Fish type. Honey type. Weak against 27 bear type. You're absolutely right. All right, I cast Bear Force 1.
Before you know it, the air is full of militaristic growling as 27 parachuting bears descend on your location. It's a veritable bear strike! The bears land one by one and gather around Coach. You prepare for an ugly scene.
Every time we've gotten in something with Coach, he's been surrounded by creatures that want to eat him.
Except for the unicorn one, ironically. Look, guys! I was just trying to teach my students how to stay safe from bear attacks out here in the woods! Are you really gonna maul an old coach over that? What? Says the lead bear. Maul you? See, this is exactly the issue. Yeah, says another. While the wilderness bear attacks do happen, they're actually quite rare. By posing as a bear and attacking summer campers, you're contributing to a harmful image of bears as bloodthirsty behemoths who only care about murder and picnic baskets. And so don't even get us started on that goofy fuck Yogi, growls another one. It's weird giving them voices in like the chat bar because I think that should be in the narrator's voice because it's paraphrasing. I don't know how to read those really.
The way I interpret it as the narrator doing voices for the other characters.
Okay, so I should be coming up with voices. for those
That's how I interpret it as the narrator. He's like doing other, like he's mimicking their voices.
I guess it always catches me by surprise and it's too late. I'll figure it out. But how am I supposed to teach my students about bear safety if not by dressing up in this costume and threatening them both physically and intellectually?
Well, I suppose we can't stop you, but you could at least take steps to present a more well-rounded picture of bear culture.
I sure can! But I'd really appreciate if you guys could help me develop my bear curriculum. After all, I don't want to be accused of cultural appropriation again. Plus, as I always say, many hands make light work, especially if those hands are bear hands. The bears agree to come teach a workshop on bear literature and cuisine, and Coach agrees not to attach a label to the back of his costume that says, words from other lines always slip in.
Yeah.
Agrees to attach a label to the back of his costume that says, not actually a bear. And since he's not a bear, this whole lecture is now moot. You figured Aravi might enjoy exploiting a loophole like that. You gain +2 smarts and +1 fun.
Papa Smurf, where are you going?
Take me to the woods.
The woods.
day, while you're hiking through the woods, an angry gnome steps in your path. "Halt, giant beast!" he cries. "If the passage..." No, that's Joy. "If the passage..."
Joy's a gnome.
She's a gnome.
She's a she's a hyena and a gnome. Amazing. Joy is truly a witch of many facets.
Always polymorphic.
It's okay. You got it.
If the passage you seek, you must first answer my riddles 3.
Stormy, I have a since lots of voices are complicated for you. Maybe have one voice that is like the voice for like one-time characters, like the Yeti voice that you also used for the Skeleton Man. Like maybe just have that be like your other character voice for like characters that don't hit. Yeah, does that make sense? So you don't have to come up with a new voice.
I don't know how I did the Sasquatch voice. It came to me, and I can't recreate it. Riddle number 1: How is a raven like a writing desk? That's a tough call, but you give your answer. You punt the gnome into the sky and continue on your merry way. Apparently that was the correct response because no one else tries to fuck with you. You gain +2 smarts. You spot Calculaster finding what looks like a compass. You ask to borrow it because you have a strong desire for any object that contains the word ass.
Though it pains me to deny your request, Papa Smurf, I simply must decline. This is an experimental compass for which I am using for a special project.
You ask him why his experimental compass has replaced the word north with great job.
For encouragement, you see, this is no ordinary compass. What I am attempting to construct here is a moral compass. During my tenure at Spooky High, and subsequently here at Camp Spooky, I have noticed that many of our peers are, shall we say, morally challenged. It is not their fault, I know. All monsters are fundamentally good. They are all merely confused, and possibly sociopaths. So, in order to help them know what is right, and hopefully do a bit less crimes, I am constructing this device to help point them in the right direction. The trouble is, whereas ordinary compasses orient themselves according to the Earth's magnetic north, I do not know what ought to serve as my compass's moral north. At first I was sure that I should point to Oprah, but then I learned that she's breeding an army of snake people infused with her DNA in order to take over the world. That won't do at all. With so many Oprah snake clones slithering around, the compass won't know where to point. Oh no, but I have another idea. I can ask you for help. You are clearly a paragon of virtue, as evidenced by the fact that you are always following me around trying to please me. What do you think I should use for my moral north?
He knows I sim. I think it's the first one.
The first one? You want to go for the first one?
That's
Okay.
smart.
You're so smart. But where will we get 500 copies of Kant's seminal moral work on such short notice?
Oh, you already got them. The last page of the Critique of Pure Reason reads, by the way, the greatest categorical imperative is to go out and buy 499 more copies of the Critique of Pure Reason.
Thanks, Manny.
Thank goodness you decided to express your morality through consumerism, Papa Smurf. How very modern. Come, let us bury your books.
You head out north into the woods with a couple of shovels and get digging. It's nice to share some manual labor time with your metal pal.
It's so funny how Stormy injects ores that don't even exist on the screen.
I can't falter because I also have issues reading, but
But I get it if you're like mixing up a word from the next sentence, but the word north isn't on the page anywhere.
I
yeah.
said north.
You said you head out north into the woods. I'm not making fun of you. It's just really funny to me that you have such a vibrant imagination that you've decided on things that the game doesn't even know about.
Phone.
You all got sweaty from hard work. Cal doesn't, though, so he asks you to smear some of your sweat on him so you can feel included. So romantic. At last you finish up burying all 500 copies, only to remember... Only then you do remember the books aren't magnetic. Dang. Suddenly.
Damn, Oprah's magnetic confirmed.
Yeah.
Look, Papa
She's so
Smurf.
famous.
My compass is going haywire, and the ground, is it shaking?
It is indeed. From a thick full of books, a glowing blue hand emerges.
Oh my, it appears the books we planted have sprouted into a morally ideal person. It's just as Kant wrote in chapter 7.
The morally ideal person rises from the dirt. Their eyes glow with golden light. They have big titties and a huge wiener.
The morally ideal person.
Hello, morally ideal person. What is your name?
The only name that is categorically correct to have, says the apparition. Douglas.
Hello, Douglas. Would you like to be the moral north for the compass that I am making?
Well, says Douglas, I was going to travel the earth, righting wrongs with my supernatural powers of moral reasoning. But it is categorically imperative to do nice things for people when they ask to do. Very well, I will stand here for eternity in order to power your dodgy compass.
Wow, you truly are a paragon of virtue. Thank you, Douglas. I will come and visit you all the time. By the way, can I call you Doug?
That would be like calling, Kant Manny K, says
I
Douglas.
called him Manny earlier. I'm ahead of the game.
Indeed, I'm already learning so much about moral reasoning. Farewell, Douglas. I shall visit you every day.
Cal stays true to his word, and the lessons he learns from Douglas make him even a sweeter boy that he already has. Fuck. I can't read. As for you, you're content with +2 charm and +1 song.
Let's trade places. Everyone choose a fictional character.
Pinocchio.
Scoopy Panoopy.
Damn, that's a good one. Fucking. Oh god, why does it come down to me? Why does it all come down to me? All right, the sexy green M&M.
Oh god.
Which fictional character would be the best companion in a life or death scenario?
Alright, Pinocchio, if he ever lied to me, I would know, right? Like, I can always trust what he says, and if I can't trust him, I would know whether or not I could trust him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you could just eat Scoopy Banoopy.
Pinocchio do anything?
This is true.
You could also just eat the M&M lady. Although that might be morally reprehensible, though.
In both cases.
Wants to be eaten, so that's less.
You could have Pinocchio lie. Don't they in the Shrek movies use Pinocchio's lying to escape a dungeon? I feel like that's pretty great.
Yeah, because they make his nose real long so
and then
they can pop
get
off
out.
it or whatever.
Pillsbury's gonna win this one.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm gonna give it to you, Stormy, because Scoopy Panoopy can split into several different bug snacks, whereas the M&M lady sure just is a single giant M&M, and it's not even a pretzel M&M, so it's not even a good M&M. All right, Pillsbury, where are you going?
It's time for me, and so I've got to leave the gym open because that's for you, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
so I can moss man again.
All right. So I don't like that smarts and creativity. No, I do want them to be equal because it's pretty easy to get those confused with each other. But fun comes from
Fun is the
what's
lake.
that one?
The lake.
Lake? Then take me to the lake.
The lake.
Ah, cutie. Before you go to the lake, you decide to make the most fun inflatable toy to float on that you possibly can. You combine many of your favorite fun things. Ice cream, tabletop games, watching your enemies fail, ducks. The resulting amalgamation is certainly interesting, even if it doesn't exactly float on water. You decide to name your toy Dr. Frankenfun. Or maybe you should name it Dr. Frankenfun's Monster? Just beholding the horror you've created gives you +2 fun. You see Joy trying to do something normal on the beach, so you head over to ruin it with sexy. Just as you're about to strike your most erotic pose, a Ravi stomps over and steals your thunder.
Joy, enchant my armor. I'm going to the lake.
In armor? I know I shouldn't ask, but why?
For violence reasons. This stupid lake monster called me short the other day, but I was too low level to crush him like he deserved. Then I found this armor of crushing +10. That dumb wet dinkhole won't know what hit him. But it will be me. I will hit him.
The only thing I'm going to hit him if you wear that armor is a stunned sense of relief as you plummet to the bottom and drown. It's way too heavy.
Wow, Joy, commenting on my armor's weight? I thought you were better than that. I came here to be enchanted, not body shamed.
Hex, come on, help me out here.
You think she listens to me? That's cute. Anyway, it's fine. I have some friends I've been meaning to visit in hell.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here, you two. I'll show you both by going to the lake and stabbing that lake monster.
Wait, at least let me enchant the armor to weigh a little less. It'll keep you from drowning. Oh boy. Hey, lifeguards, over here!
Oh, this is 2 characters.
Okay. I'll be the guy.
Okay.
Hey, girl.
Okay.
Alright.
Hey, whoa,
They're slime
chill out. What's up? Ravi's drowning in the middle of the lake. Didn't you see her from the lifeguard tower?
We put up blackout curtains on the windows in there. All the sunlight makes it hard to sleep.
Man. One of us should really get her, huh? But just really not feeling it right now. Rock, paper, scissors.
You're on. You better not throw a rock because that's what I'm planning to throw.
The 2 lifeguards square off and proceed to both throw rock 15 times in a row.
Surely there must be a better way to decide this. Oh yeah, duh. Dude, grab the emergency scrabble board. You don't stand a chance.
Man, if a Ravi dies in the lake, it's really gonna kill the horny summer vibes. Quick, suggest a faster way to decide who saves her. Compose a thoughtful online quiz, or propose a competition to see. I like the second one.
The second one. Wait, the loser has to save her. The person who does it slower has to save her.
So I feel like the second one's just a real solution, whereas the first one is.
Well, how is the
That's
second one a real
creepy.
solution? The loser has to go save her. The person who's slower would go save her.
Oh, yeah, there's actually big flaws with both of these. I don't think either of these is smarts. I think.
I think the first one could potentially be creativity.
I think that's creativity.
The bottom
Second one is-
or fun, maybe? Unclear.
I think it's fun.
I like the second one.
You
Let's
like the
go with
second one? Second one? You're so fun.
Oh,
Dude, that's an awesome idea.
They never let us do competitions like that in lifeguard school.
Yeah, mostly because we never went to lifeguard school.
I'm not even sure lifeguard school is a real thing.
Which means there's nobody to tell us not to do this. Let's go, dude.
The 2 of them dive into the water and speed towards Aravi. Soon she's back ashore.
I win. That was awesome. I should be a lifeguard.
That was not awesome, and I did not need saving. I was only drowning to lure my opponent into a false sense of security.
I love her so much.
Hey, no fair. I forgot what we were doing halfway and stopped swimming.
Rules are rudes, dude. You lost. You gotta do the thing.
Weak. Fine. Help me drag her back out of the lake so I can save her. Wait.
But it's too late. They've already snatched Aravi away and thrown her back into the lake. So that they can swim her back to shore again.
There. I brought her back. Are we even now?
Even for what?
Doritos in her hair.
Yeah, she's eating them.
Well, that was unbelievably pointless.
Except for the point of my sword, which I used to stab those fish people during my surprise return attack, which was my plan all along.
Hell yeah. Aravi's so pleased that she even shares some of her loot with you. And Joy's at least mildly impressed that you tricked those idiots into doing their jobs. Twice! All in all, I think that this is worth +2 fun and +1 boldness, don't you?
I think Blinks is falling in love with Aravi.
I didn't know she was gonna be like this. I just kind of like happened to be matched up with her and went with it, but I love her so much.
Papa Smurf, I'm
She is-
guessing. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
I matched with her.
Yeah, Stormy, do you want to go back to the woods?
Yeah, just take me to the woods.
The woods. Stormy loves trees.
That day, you go searching in the woods for edible wildflowers to make a delicious wildflower soup. You heard that some well-known flowers like lily and tulips are actually poisonous. You decide to find out which flowers are bad by eating them all. A few hours later, you vomit up the contents of your stomach and have a comprehensive list of which flowers not to put into the soup next time. Nice! You gain +2 smarts. Wildflower soup forever! The sky is clear, the birds are singing, you, a robot, a cursed monster slayer, and a death-bringing reaper are merrily skipping to the woods, hunting a leprechaun.
So what's the deal with killing this leprechaun? How many experience points am I gonna get? Do I get a sneak bonus if I attack from behind? Due to the 6th mass extinction, the slaying of leprechauns is inadvisable. They are considered endangered by the United Monsters Nations. Who's
Do we have a voice
voicing
for
him?
this one?
Nobody's voiced
I
yet.
voiced my one.
I can do them.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in working today. I figured we'd grab him, get some sweet pics for the gram, stick a pot of gold emoji on there, and then release him and call it a day.
Yeah, Cabello, you are generally winning on those, Cabello.
Speaking of the gram, this is one of the only spots in the woods I haven't posted a pic of yet. Hop in, everyone, it's selfie time!
Stormy.
You gather around for a cute pic full of ironic duck face, dabbing, and bunny ears.
Lit. Uploading, 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 uploading!
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I am using hate idiomatically because technically I feel nothing. But there appears to be no reception here. What? That's such bullshit. With no connectivity, my party has lost their buffs. Totally non-optimal. My memories are unable to back up, and with no internet access, I am unable to continuously learn and download updated information to correct any mistakes. What if I become racist? What if I connect to the internet and hashtag calculaster is over is trending because I have become problematic?
You're worried? If I don't post in the next 5 minutes, all my followers will think I've died, and I won't even be online to reap the pity likes.
Hey, chill out, guys. Being online isn't everything. Let's just hang tight and order a pizza. Oh no! We can't have no service! Oh fuck, where am I gonna get pizza? We need the internet stat!
Yikes, it seems like your friend is spiraling out of control. Of course, you can use this as a teachable moment about the extreme dependence on the internet. But you're not gonna do that, lol. You're gonna take the easy route by snagging some net. Here's how.
Oh no. Oh no on that first one. That's gotta be bold versus.
Oh, I was thinking that was charm, because like bold is not like I'm gonna do something bold. Bold is like I'm gonna flirt.
Oh,
Rather,
yeah.
sorry, bold is like I'm gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
right?
I guess so. Fair enough.
Bold is awesome,
I
and
think
charm
it's
is
The
like.
second one's
one, that's
creativity, right?
I have
Yeah.
7 creativity.
Yeah,
so-
it is your second highest stat. So okay, so the second one.
Yeah.
You want to create content? You're not so creative.
That's terrible.
What?
I guess the first one
So
was
then
smart.
was the first? Alternatively, the creativity just wasn't high enough.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't.
7 seems 7 is.
I mean, Stormy is really going hard on the smarts.
Yeah.
I'm ruining it with Calculaster though.
2 mistakes in 3 weeks. That's not that bad.
You can come back from this, maybe.
No, I can't.
Your smarts
I
is so
can't.
high.
As long as you sit with him again, maybe.
Yeah.
Blinks, you voiced this one.
Oh, sorry. I will never turn down the opportunity to create more content. The question is, what kind?
I've got this. A speedrun of me killing all the animals in the woods.
Not really vibing with me. I was thinking more along the lines of, like, an unboxing of the hot new scythe I just got.
Ravi's wins, since it could be followed by a culinary review of how the animals taste when I swallow them whole. Unless I can eat your murder tools, in which case either rocks.
My friends, the most foolproof option would be to generate content based on an algorithm of what people want to see the most.
I suggest we post an image of Shrek impregnated by several characters from My Little Pony. His face just became a penis.
Yes, it did.
Why would you suggest that? Well, really, the algorithm suggested it.
The internet.
Stormy, you better read this correctly because this deserves to be read correctly. Take your time and read
As your
this.
friends start to argue between an extreme mosquito squatting let's play versus novel-length Sonic fan fiction, you have a sudden realization. Labeling all the many possible artistic achievements in life as simply content created to fish for digital clicks downgrades and commodifies artistic expression. You share this revelation with your friends, prepared to blow their freaking minds, but
Wow, that's terrible content.
For real, no one would like and subscribe to that pretentious shit.
these are great hentai nail art ideas, but you are not invited to pitch your favorite crossover ship, even though it's Sailor Mercury x Mr. Monopoly.
Legendary.
I lost my smarts! That's so mean. You're left out of the conversation entirely, costing you 2 smarts and -1 fun.
Dank nag, he's headed back to the Camp Dome. That day at the Camp Dome, you play the classic children's game, The Floor is Lava, with a twist. The floor is literally lava. You're all hopping here and there trying to survive the dangers of, lava, but then one of your teammates falls. He's sinking into the lava, dying a slow, agonizing death. You offer a hand, but it's too late. Before disappearing under the hot lava, he whispers his last words. Dank nag 2, your hair looks great. It does!
What
You
hair?
gain +4 charm from a nice compliment.
Damn.
So charming.
You're whittling a little stick into a shank to fight off rabid wildlife and pushing cookie-selling monster scouts when someone approaches you from behind. I can do her. Hey boo, how's the summer camp life treating ya? Making cute friends, doing weird shit, horny as ever, huh? Yep, Polly's got you pegged, in, like, the metaphorical sense, not the fun one. Nice, good old Dank 2 antics. Anyways, I'm here to deliver a message. That Moss Man guy says you're making a rumor, which sent me down here to tell you. He can't make a duty gossip brainstorming sesh today. Moss is like super sick. So sick I was the only one who could be around him in his tent earlier, because I'm already dead. He got exposed to some kind of super poison ivy that's totally fatal if you even look at it. Holy shit! Yeah, holy shit. Every day's an adventure here at Camp
You can
Spooky.
hear the narrator.
But he wanted me to give you this copy of his will, since he's, gonna die before you ever see him again. Play hands you a piece of paper. It reads, My dear friend Danknack 2, my last wish is that you will look upon my beautiful insectoid face one last time.
He's trying to kill you.
But how the fuck could you if Moss isn't here, unless... Surprise! Did I fool you, Danknack 2? I brainstormed that gossip all afternoon. The Polygeist costume is a new concept I'm working out. I disguise myself as our campers in order to spread my own rumors more effectively. There is no need to rely on the grapevine to spread the news if I am the grapevine. Wow, Moss is really blurring the line between gossiping and identity theft, but you do illegal shit constantly to try and get laid, so you're in no place to judge. But that's not the only reason I pulled this elaborate scheme. It was also to give you an example of another very important aspect of the gossip we are brainstorming together. The twist. No gossip is truly complete without a twist. It's the climax of the story that subverts all your expectations and makes the anecdote worth repeating. We will work out the details of our twist later. For now, let us decide. Should our gossip twist in a happy direction to lighten one's mood, or should it go to a dark place? Both types of twist have their merit. It's so difficult to choose. I'm leaving this to you, Danknag 2, my trusted confidant. Which should it be? It's not your place to choose. You're just a humble gossiper feeding monster kind your art. And people feed on the misery of others.
That's creativity.
That sounds like smarts to me.
Oh.
You're just humble gossipers feeding monster kind your art. I don't know. Life is shitty. I mean, the bottom one is fun.
Yeah, that's definitely fun.
I'm gonna go with top one. Oh, I'm not so creative. Fuck.
Oh, you failed.
I fucked it up. Are you sure, Danknack 2? I agree that Schadenfreude can be a powerful force, but isn't exploiting it a bit cruel somehow? Why would that be? Gossip exists not only to astound and amaze, but to be raw and true to life. You can't just gloss over the gritty reality. Yes, you are right. If there is one thing Moss does not do, it is gloss. Hell yeah, you agree. Funny and or depressing news is the best news. Cool, because I got news for you, says the big beefy man, suddenly grabbing your arms and forcing them into handcuffs. You're being robbed.
Oh no, Dank Knight 2, this is such a twist ending to our casual conversation. It's just as you insisted. Why are you looking at me like that? I can't help you by easily apprehending the criminal with my superior eyesight and humongous wings. It would be too positive of a twist. Yep,
Can't have that, says the robber as he takes your everything. Monster kind feeds on negative twists. That's what keeps us hungry.
exactly. Hey, Mr. Criminal, do you know what would make this an even better twist if you robbed me, too?
Believe me, Butterfly Man, I will.
It's Moss Man, actually, and I do not strictly identify as a man, I'll have you know.
Robber finishes robbing the fuck out of both of you and leaves without any resistance whatsoever.
I know you must be upset, Dank Knight 2, but don't worry, I won't let this tragedy have happened in vain. I'm going to tell everyone that you totally let that guy rob us. Our twisty-turny gossip will have everyone enthralled.
Yep, that's super. Unfortunately, you can no longer afford to gossip. You have to sell -4 creativity and -2 fun to make up for all the cash the guy just stole from you. I think I just fucked up Moss Man.
I don't know if you get another chance.
I don't think I do. I think that's it.
Can you sit next to him again?
Huh?
Can you sit next to him
I can
again?
try. There's not enough time left, I don't think. Everyone choose an object. Again, dude.
Wallet.
Snuggie.
A picture with Cold Steel the Hedgehog on it.
Choice.
A fellow camper with whom you share a tent has brought 20 of this object. Player has decided how unsettled he'd be sharing this. Alright, Papa Smurf wins that one.
Cold Steel, yeah.
What did you say?
So, 20 Snuggies versus 20 wallets.
It would be more unsettled than 20 wallets.
Alright.
Because they're probably not all yours.
Cold Steel the Hedgehog. He just has a shrine.
Okay, Stormy, where are you going? Going back to Calculester?
You hear the sound of joyous laughter and lively conversation, so you do know some crazy shit's going down. Is it a wacky prank? A reckless drug use? A sexually suggestive double entendre? Situation rife for misunderstanding? You head closer to see that it's Calculester and Troy doing Sudoku. Not some crazy variation of it, just plain normal Sudoku.
That's what Calculester gets off to, huh?
No, friend Joy, according to my probability calculator, if you put that 8 there, it will conflict with the 8 necessitated in the same row 5 boxes over.
I appreciate you helping me, but if you give me that answer before I even finish writing the number, it takes some of the fun out of it.
I am so sorry, friend Joy. That was not my intention in the slightest. I will wait for you to finish writing the number before I inform you of how wrong you are.
You break into a cold sweat. You've never encountered a situation like this before. Their conflict, mild as best, nothing ludicrous is occurring. You're so used to inserting yourself into absurd situations and making them even wilder and crazier that you have no idea what to do with this normalcy. How can you possibly use Sudoku to increase your chances of love with one of your fellow campers?
Friend Papa Smurf, I see that you are staring intensely at our Sudoku puzzle with the look of a determination to solve a problem on your face.
You're welcome to take a stab of it. Sudoku's such a nice way to unwind after saving the world from my enemy's schemes and my friend's shenanigans. Oh no, oh god. If only you were giving a rampaging cockatrice or high stakes Pokemon battle or a dead body hide with Sudoku, you're a dumbass. You take a deep breath and prepare for the hardest challenge of your life, using a game of numbers to romance your friends. Also, the restricting urge to put exclusively 69 and 420 in alternating boxes.
The first one is Calculester, looks like.
Yeah, zeros and ones. Okay, I think you badly misunderstood the point of Sudoku. This could not be more the opposite of the objective.
The objective of the game, perhaps, but maybe not friend Papa Smurf's objective. You see, friend Joy, what you see is simply mere zeros and ones. I see is a romantic missive written in my native language of binary code. It reads, "You're my favorite Sudoku of all, Calculester. One day I'd love to solve you if that's okay. Lol, haha."
Yup, that's pretty romantic, I guess.
Friend Papa Smurf, your Sudoku score may be that of failure, but you have scored high in creative thinking, binary proficiency, and shameless flirting. Running calculations based on this new data. Yes, it would appear that your failure at traditional Sudoku has nevertheless also increased your impressing calculator score, to quote a master of flirtation. Winky face.
I love him. Nice. You always knew that thinking of your fellow campers in terms of numbers and statistics would one day come in handy in a situation involving number puzzles and binary code. That's a lie. You didn't know that. But your bizarrely stats obsession with impressing your classmates came through in a big way, so you're not gonna overthink it.
Alright, where are you sitting?
With my girl, Aravi. You come upon Aravi scribbling furiously in her notebook, glaring at anyone who dares to come near her, which is mostly Damien, who keeps trying to sneak a peek.
Hey, could you maybe fuck off, LeVay? I'm trying to journal and let off steam, and you're really making me feel the opposite of calm and introspective.
Come on, just let me see what you're writing. I won't tell anybody. The curiosity is killing me.
Killing you, huh? Interesting. Let me make a note of her. Stop talking to me.
This is no fair. Didn't you tell your therapist or whatever to tell you that you need to share your burdens with others? Share your fucking burdens with me!
Oof, using your own words against you, Ravi. I'm gonna use Coach's words. The ball's in your court now. I don't want the ball! Can't you go bother?
While she's screaming and flailing, though, she accidentally drops the notebook. It flips open to a page filled with doodles of Damien being stabbed, beheaded, eaten by a lawnmower like the nuns, etc. Are these plans to murder me?
No, what on earth would give you that stupid idea?
Because the header says, Damien murder plans, notebook 5 of 17. Obsessed much?
No, you can't prove that's mine. I'm being framed. Framed, I say!
But you were literally just holding it! If there's one thing these two excel at, it's pointless arguing and yelling. You should put an end to this argument before your eardrums rupture. Okay. So...
The second one's for Aravi, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the second one. What? Why was my full name your fucking nickname?
I think the better question is, why is Pillsbury nickname your nickname too? That's hella derivative, dude.
But it's not a nickname. It's my literal, actual name.
Ha! Unlikely story. Pillsbury has been going by Damien LeVay since the 7th grade. Clearly, he called dibs.
I've been going by Damien LeVay for 21 fucking years!
Ah, anger, the last refuge of the totally owned. You really gonna take that shit, Damien?
Of course I'm not!
Hey, I wasn't talking to you, poser. I'm talking to the real Damien LeVay.
It's my name and I'll fucking kill you for it if I have to. Not Damien, not Vay. Damien starts coming at you with a knife. You're ready to die. Getting stabbed over a horny lie you've told is how you were always meant to go. But before he can even stand up, Aravi grabs Damien and suplexes him into unconsciousness. Fuck yeah.
Ha! What an idiot trying to kill Pillsbury without a pop-up plan. I didn't realize this was amateur hour. How underwhelming. Damien's clearly easy prey. Maybe I should have been spending all this time plotting to murder Pillsbury. He seems like a much worthier target, and a much better Damien LeVay.
Ah, you know that whole Damien LeVay nickname thing was a lie, don't you?
I can't talk now, I've got a murder to plot. Watch your back, Pillsbury, you sexy loser. The Slayer is back, baby.
She runs off, cackling maniacally. What an adorable little murderess. You can't wait to see how she decides to assassinate you.
Dang nag, I feel bad about my thing with Mossman. I'm gonna go sit by myself. You sit on a log by yourself. Look at you avoiding romance in a dating sim. Now, the suspense. Will you remain forever alone, or will someone else take pity on you? The mystery. No one sat with you.
Why does he keep getting really realistic faces? It's really upsetting. Extremely upsetting.
You spent the night alone on your sad little forever alone log. I mean, is it really such a big deal after all? Welp, it was for you, and existential dread fills your soul and makes you question all your choices in life. Ah, the young heart, so intensely and utterly stupid. You lose -4 creativity and -1 smarts.
Damn.
How the mighty have fallen. Alright. That weekend you feel like getting wasted, so you visit none other than Juan.
Hola! You know, when I started making magical drinks, I never thought people would actually come to drink them. But hey, who am I to judge? Anyway, take a look at this one.
Papa Smurf, do you want the imagination shots? Or the mystery box?
I'm gonna drink the fucking unicorn.
You want to drink the unicorn?
That sounds like plus creativity.
Yeah, no, I was totally testing your common sense.
Pillsbury, do you want the double gift?
So
Okay, so we know what the double gift does. The double gift gives, it gives somebody stats. It doesn't give them your stats. You're gifting somebody extra stats.
so not necessarily for me, just for anyone.
No, it's not for you. You choose one of the other people, and they just get a buff. You're just helping somebody
But
out. That's what the double gift does. We know
I don't
because
get
we saw it
anything
last
for
stream.
me?
You don't get anything. No, it's purely neutral for you.
Well, I'm kind of good because I really just need more boldness, I think. So, I'm good. Yeah, I'll take the double gift.
You're taking the double gift. All right.
Yeah, no, totally.
All right. What's up for Danknag? The toilet wine. We know that the toilet wine literally just lowers all your stats, so I'm gonna go with the box.
And then you'll get something even worse.
I got the full moon.
The mystery box, so bold of you.
All right. Imagination shots.
Imagination shots. Drinking this will expand your mind. It's pure creativity. The small unicorn is just decorative, but you can eat it if you feel like it.
There you go. Some creativity for Stormy.
That was 5 creativity, damn.
Nice. The full moon.
The full moon is a very powerful beverage. Not just you, but all of you need to take sips from it carefully. It will open your souls to this beautiful full moon we have tonight, and its power will shower all your stats, even if it's just a bit.
Oh, everyone just gets stats.
Oh, did we all just get like a +1 to everything?
Yeah. Nice.
Sweet.
And the
Double
double
gift.
gift.
The double gift, that's so generous of you. A beverage designed to be gifted. Choose a friend you'd want to grace with my humble concoction. This person will gift it nicely.
I'm gonna give it to Dimitri because he's had a rough go of it lately.
Thanks.
His boyfriend Mothman.
You hit 20 charm. That was my goal.
This is the part where I leave before you puke all over me. Ciao.
Is that how you spell chow?
That's how he spells Chow. Everyone choose a song. A Cruel Angel's Thesis.
It's Bug Snacks.
That's a good one.
Haters Gonna Hate by Taylor Swift. How does that one? I don't know if that's the right name.
The least romantic song to meet your soulmate to.
But these are all pretty good. These are all.
I'd say Dimitri goes first.
Really?
Angel's Thesis? Is that a romantic song?
No.
It's not very
Ba
romantic.
ba 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 da ba.
I think Cruel Angel's Thesis and Bugsnax are about equal because they're just like themes for stuff.
I think Bugsnax is more romantic. So if it's between us, I give it to Stormy. But what about Haters Gonna Hate?
I don't think the Taylor Swift song is romantic because like if I don't know, it's like club dance music.
I guess you meet
like-
someone at a club. That's something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think that's romantic.
Okay. All right.
I think unless somebody here really likes Taylor Swift, I think I lose. Like 3rd place. Yeah.
All right. Papa Smurf, where you headed?
I'm just gonna go to the woods.
I mean, you have pretty high smarts. I'm just saying, like your other. Maybe
okay.
the reason you keep failing is because all your other stats suck.
I'll go to Charm.
Charm this place.
Yeah.
Double that charm.
You're huddled behind a bullet bunker in the thrones of a tail tag bag battle royale against the rival camp rival camp. You're sure that this is the end. You lived a good life, you think. Next to you is a rival camp member shivering and crying out of ammo. Why are guns part of the tail tags behind your comprehension? Is this where we die? Papa Smurf, they sob. Why couldn't Camp Spooky and Camp Rival Camp just make love and not war? You reach for them as to bring them into a tender kiss, but as soon as they're grasped, you take their tail. Fuck yeah! That gives Camp Spooky the win. Everyone saw your sexy ruse, which also gives you +4 charm. You and Scott are about to engage in your favorite stress-busting activity, sudden, and when Joy and Calculester show up to poop the party. Calculester will never poop the party. But, you know, if anyone was gonna poop the party, you're glad it's a pair of campers with such finances.
Hello, friends. We are here because I statistically determined
Calculester
that you and are the pair of camps are most likely to accidentally injure yourselves or others during a dome game.
And also, it's because it looks like Scott is about to try and eat a stick of dynamites.
Can I not do that? But it's red!
To mitigate the risk posed by the two of you, we have organized a viewing of the timeless safety VHS, How to Not Get Your Ass Killed in the Camp Dome, directed by Robert Rodriguez.
Ooh, movie time! I'll grab some snacks!
No, Scott. That is a popcorn bag filled with more dynamite. Put it down.
Oh, okay.
Calculester pops in the VHS into the portable VCR, and you settle down for informative video contents. The video is great. You learn how to raise sport bees, how to calm down when your face is on fire, and the proper silverware to use while drowning in acid. Finally, you get to the last attack, what to do during a werewolf attack.
Oh boy, I've never been present and conscious during a werewolf attack, so this will be really useful information for me.
The best way to survive a werewolf attack is to not provoke one. Never, under circumstance, expose a werewolf to the full moon.
No full moon. Got it.
To help you recognize and avoid the full moon, says the VHS, here's
Oh,
a
shit.
high-definition picture of one. Please don't show this to any werewolves.
Don't show this to any.
No, friend Scott, it is pronounced werewolves. Werewolves.
I don't think he can hear you. Calculester, he's too busy turning into a werewolf. Because we showed him a picture of the full moon.
Oh no, you are correct, and friend Scott has eaten the VCR before it could teach us how to stop him. However, will we turn to him back without a soothing VHS narrator to guide us?
To err is human.
That's totally smarts.
What? The first one?
The
Second.
one.
Are you sure?
No.
It's just philosophical. I guess it could also be creativity. I think the first one is either fun or creativity, and the second one is either smarts or creativity, which means the second one either wins or ties.
I don't know.
Stormy, it's up to you. It's your choice. Gotta choose one of them.
I think it's the first one.
You want to play the first one? Alright.
Yeah.
You're so smart.
Oh, nice. It's totally wrong.
You actually got this. You pulled out a bag of scotch. Actually, the sticks of dynamite with the explosive charge removed, and get to work.
Wow, Werewolf Scott will do anything for those Scott treats. Look at him sitting still and shaking hands and not licking his own penis.
Great. This is working way better than it has any right to. Now, quick, turn him back into a hot buff guy. Whoa, 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 not so fast. As they say in the dog treat business, dogs are like bicycles. You can't just turn them into hot buff men right away. You gotta work up to the main event first. Run him through some basic tricks first. You hit all the classics. Playing dead, cooking a souffle, not mauling anyone for 45 seconds. You even get him to bark, I love you, and finish, and pee through a hoop. All good things will come to an end, plus you're out of Scott treats. Make the necessary gesture and call out the trick.
Oh, okay. What buff hot dude should I turn into?
Scott, fantastic.
Alright, I'll turn into Scott. 1 second. Sorry, I can't do it. It turns out it's really hard to turn into something you already are.
You did it great, Scott. You did great. Other than those 30 people you mauled while you were a werewolf. But let's be honest, this is Camp Spooky. Their days were numbered. We're glad just to have you back, buddy.
Indeed, I am so happy I composed a song. It is called Ode to a Friend Came Back Scott in the End.
Calgie Lester's song was utter garbage, probably because its music algorithm is poorly trained. I think it's the best music.
You're such a simp.
God
Sim.
bless Calgie Lester. He's just adorable. On the bright side, though it gives you joy and Scott an excuse to sit with him and listen to some good music, so we can listen to what it sounds like. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun.
Danknag. Where's he going? I don't know. I guess I should be more creative, probably. I don't know if anything matters.
Well, I think having a stat that's securely low like that is kind of good.
Maybe.
Can you?
Because everything else is fairly high.
I'm gonna go be more bold. I've decided.
Okay.
That day at the haunted manor, you accidentally stumbled upon a cult meeting in the hallway. The cultists are wearing terrifying black robes, standing over a bloodied body and chanting. You try to flee, but one of them shoves a flyer in your hand. The ink burns your eyes to read, but you manage to find the words "New recruits get healthcare benefits with same-day sign-up." What? Sold! You gain a bunch of new cultist buddies, and your new insurance covers spontaneous +2 boldness growth. Cool. Hey, Danknag! 2, get your sorry ass in here. We found a room in the manor that isn't haunted somehow.
You follow Dahlia into a room only to find that it is fucking crawling with ghosts.
Oh, don't worry about them. This is where the ghosts go when they're on break. No spooky stuff at all.
Yeah, I'm taking advantage of the relaxation by killing them for bonus EXP.
Hey, I thought we said we're not gonna fight any ghosts in this room.
We did say that, but actions speak louder than words, Joy. My therapist taught me that.
Guys, there's writing on the window here. You didn't tell me there'd be reading in this room. At least it's written in blood. That's kind of cool.
I know what you did last summer. Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
It means, I know what you did last summer.
Oh, phew, it's just the knife guy. Hey, knife guy, do you know what the writing on the window is about?
My name is Jerry, not Knife Guy, and you can't just ask me to tell you what you did last summer.
Is that Hex?
You did it, you should know.
What? Oh, is that my Hex voice?
It's different enough from Hex.
I was just trying to do it. Okay.
You should know.
But if you also shouldn't... If you also know, shouldn't you be able to tell us what specific thing you're referring to?
Ugh, you guys don't get it. You're supposed to be frantically asking yourselves that question before dramatically remembering the answers right before I stab you. Here, maybe it'll help if I stab you a lot. Ugh, I can't believe you don't remember. It's so rude.
You'd hate to be rude and also to be stabbed. Luckily, you're pretty sure you know what event from last summer Jerry is referring to. He obviously means that 2-week period where you got really into anteater documentaries. That sounds like smarts. His birthday! You forgot Jerry's birthday!
I think that's the birthday.
You think it's what?
Charm.
Charm? Maybe. Or fun. I'm gonna go with the first one. I'm so smart.
Anteater documentaries? Oh yeah, I remember that. I was so engrossed. I almost didn't conquer anything the whole time.
Those little maniacs have knives on their hands. They have to walk carefully just to keep from stabbing themselves. We have so much in common.
You weren't even cursed with me last summer, but I was totally into anteaters too. Did you see Anteater King? I can't believe those anteaters captured and tamed so many tigers.
I was particularly inspired by On the Wings of Termites, the story of how anteaters first gained the right to vote. But why would Jerry care about our cool anteater obsession?
Well, it's just that I finally got into anteaters this year, but the cultural moment seems to be over. Nobody's talking about them anymore. At least none of my victims seem to be interested. It's like they'd rather spend their last moments screaming than talking about anteater facts. I don't get it. Anyway, I heard you guys had gotten super into anteaters last summer, and I thought maybe we could talk about them?
Oh, is that all? You didn't have to write a bloody message on the window for that. You could have written a bloody message on the wall or even the ceiling.
What Dahlia's trying to say is that we're excited to meet fellow Tonguehead. That's what Anteater fans call each other. If you want to talk about Anteaters, just ask.
Yeah,
Tonguehead is an
sorry.
awful name.
I guess writing anonymous messages in blood on people's windows is my way of insulating myself from social anxiety. I'll try and be more direct in the future. You gotta get over that, man. It's like we say in the anteater community. You can't slurp the ants if you don't tongue the anthill. Vulnerability is key. Wow, you're right. Thank you. Or should I say slurp, slurp, slurp? This guy gets it. He totally gets it.
He spent hours geeking out over the fine anteater cinema. Jerry's having so much fun that he only stabs you a few times. You gain +4 boldness and +2 charm. I'm the most charming idiot in existence.
Yeah, you're hot as fuck, dude.
Dang bag.
You're more than twice as hot as I am.
Where are you?
Nearly 3 times hotter than Stormy.
That's the face of a I don't know. What
That
I
is the
was
face of a
thinking.
charming jellyfish.
Sexy beast, Chad
where are you going,
jellyfish.
Blinks?
Take me to the woods.
The woods?
While hiking through the woods, you come across a bunch of delicious edible mushrooms. Well, you think they're edible anyway. I mean, you ate them. On a completely unrelated note, you also meet an ancient, all-powerful god who is timelessly intelligent, and also really into vaporwave for some reason. You gain +2 smarts from your dope conversation with the vaporwave god. You emerge into a clearing to find a Ravi and Joy crouched around some thing.
Pillsbury, perfect. Maybe you can help us here.
And by help, you mean silently drool over us before making some kind of wacky decision that endangers us all. Then sure.
Man,
Hey.
she doesn't like me.
Don't just knock wacky decisions that endanger us all. That's how I always manage to stay a step ahead of my nemesis.
She knows you simp for a Ravi, like how I simp for Calculaster.
And how I simped for Mothman and failed.
Fair enough. Fair be it for me to judge how another woman deals with her nemesis. Hecate knows. Hecate knows that Hecate knows
It's Hecate.
that I
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a Greek name.
Hecate,
I'm crazy.
Hecate knows I've got some unorthodox strategies of my own. And speaking of unorthodox strategies, I think we've run out of conventional methods for attempting to identify this creature.
Oh, so it's a creature. That's more than you were able to figure out by looking at it. It gives you a mournful look with one of its fins?
I don't know, guys. I still say it's a salted pretzel, and we should just try eating it.
For the last time, Hex, I'm not eating it until I know for sure what stat bonuses it'll give me, and I won't know that if we can't identify it.
The creature, unperturbed, photosizes indefinitely, or defiantly.
Also
Yeah.
photosynthesizes.
What did I say?
Photosizes or something?
Photosynthesis.
Wow, I'm stupid.
Don't worry, we're all stupid.
Well, judging by its aura, it's some kind of petrified seagull.
The creature winks at you with what is either its mouth or an Ethernet port.
But its droppings seem to indicate that it's more like an illustrated guide to how a bill becomes a law.
The creature somehow acquires about a dozen more fingers. It's Zoe!
I want to just leave this rotten thing alone, but I am consumed by the fire of discovery. I must know.
So what do you say, Joy? Is this the point of the adventure where we ask for aid from an unlikely ally?
I guess it is. So what do you think it is, Pillsbury? How can we figure out what this creature is? Don't say try having sex with it. I know where your mind is at.
It wasn't there. You sheepishly crumble up the big neon sign you made that reads, "Try having sex with it." It's time for Plan B. Look up its call using Shazam, or when in doubt, it's a bear. So, hold on. I imagine the first one is creativity or smarts. The second one is boldness or fun.
Yeah, I agree.
It seems like a pretty good assertion.
Shazam?
You're going for the one that you list as lower?
Wait. No, boldness is my highest.
Well, fun is your highest.
Yeah, boldness and fun are my highest. Okay. Then, yeah, second one.
The bear.
Hopefully.
You're so bold.
I was really scared there. I couldn't figure
Are
this
you
out.
kidding? If this is a bear, then I'm 100 squirrels in a joy costume.
Don't be silly. It would take closer to 120 squirrels to fill a joy costume.
Damn, he's calling her fat.
Damn.
Excuse me?
You're excused, both for your lack of squirrel knowledge and your lack of bear knowledge. You see, kids, bears come in many forms, be they hairy, slimy, or purely metaphorical. Just because a creature has tentacles, a goatee, and a mathematically impossible number of teeth doesn't mean it's not a bear.
By that definition, though, literally anything can be a bear. That tree can be bear. You can be a bear.
Now you're getting it! Bears are all around us, all the time. Even the air you breathe might be a bear. That's why I've placed such an emphasis on bear safety at this camp.
But if anything could be a bear, how do you tell which things are actually bears and which aren't?
I'm glad you asked, Arabi. The safest option, of course, is simply to assume everything is a bear. But if you really want to be sure, you can always ask a suspected bear for their birth certificate. Bears are masters of disguise, but they are terrible at forgery.
Alright, Coach, I'm calling your bluff. Show me your birth certificate, strange unidentifiable creature.
A skeletal hand emerges from the quivering pile of tongues, scales, and AV components that makes up the bulk of the bear's body. The hand clutches a birth certificate.
Alright, let's see. Name Bear Bearson. Place of birth, a bear cave because I'm a bear. Oh, I hate it when you're right, Coach.
Don't hate me! Hate Pillsbury for identifying it as a bear in the first place.
He's throwing you under the bus. I would, but there's something irresistibly attractive about eldritch woodland knowledge.
Damn.
Fuck yeah. Y'all know I'm hot.
Fucking Pillsbury out here getting 2 girls. I'm out here getting a log
Negative
that I
one
set on by
Mothman.
itself. Also, it's hard to be mad at someone who's flexing so attractively.
That's right, Aravi. Saved once again by your perfect combination of brains and brawn. Even Hex seems to be checking you out. You know he is. You gain +2 smarts and +1 boldness.
Those trade places. A celebrity.
Selena Gomez.
Mario. Do 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 do.
Can't think. Technovoid.
Damn.
Nice.
I was thinking, is Stormy gonna say Technovoid? The likelihood that said celebrity is actually a time agent from the future here to well, I don't know. Probably not Technovoid, right? Probably let's just talk about the other ones. So Mario, right? Mario probably
Mario couldn't have come from the future because he doesn't exist.
Shit. Selena Gomez, though, she's in Wizards of Waverly Place, right? They're wizards. They're that.
It's true.
Is she actually? I have no idea what she's in.
Yeah, that was like her main acting thing before she became mostly music.
Nice.
Wait a second. Now, Mario did go back into the past. We have seen this before.
That's true. Partners
in
in
Time. So he's got a precedent.
Damn, dude.
But Selena Gomez has also gone back in time in Wizards of Waverly Place.
Damn, dude. So it's definitely not Technovoid. Technovoid definitely is not from the future. Definitely not an age from the future. That'd be silly.
I think you're lying.
That'd be silly. I was me? Come on, I'm just a regular, just human man.
I think maybe Stormy should be first.
Content creator, just be a content creator. I'm gonna click random.
Okay.
Okay, so it was Mario.
It was Mario the whole time.
I knew it. Evening. You know I'm here for Danknag 2 with his 9 fun, which he's gonna turn into 13 smarts. Or no, he's gonna make it more fun. I'm doing fun. I'm just gonna have a lot of pretty good stats and then hope something happens good for me. You decide to go relax in the lake for a bit. Camp Spooky gets pretty crazy, so it's nice to just float on the water and chill. You end up falling asleep and wake up to realize you've floated halfway across the lake straight into a crab rave. The crabs are just as confused as you are, but they invite you to rave with them, and their party is surprisingly popping. You gain +1 invite to the next crab rave and +2 fun. You're taking a walk, which is your go-to excuse to get some good farts out when you see Joy and Scott. Looks like they're wandering around with cameras and taking pics.
Scott, I'm trying to get a good shot of the extremely dead possum here, but I can't get the focus right. Any ideas?
The coach always says you gotta stay focused the whole time, even if you think there might be a bone buried under the field. Does that help?
You've gotten a sufficient amount of farts out for the time being, so you wander over and ask what these two hotties are up to.
Oh, Scott and I are taking pictures for a photography class. Photography keeps me distracted from the constant, never-ending stress of my world-saving duties.
And I love taking pictures. You know that feeling when someone pats your head for being a good boy? If you take a picture, you can remember it forever, instead of just 15 minutes.
What are you doing here, Danknag 2? You're not, by chance, here to follow us and try to get one of us to sleep with you?
Nah, I think Pillsbury's got that covered on both of y'all. You start nervously sweating and assure Joy that you're not here to increase your stats until one of them agrees to bone. You're here because because you also love photography. Yeah, let's go with that. To prove it, you whip out your phone and show them all the pics you've taken of your semi-nude body.
Wait, we're doing photography. That's a phone. Phones don't make pictures. Don't worry, it's an easy mistake to make. I get my camera confused with Calculaster all the time.
You show Scott that your phone can indeed take pictures. You open your camera app, snap a picture of his tail even though it's wagging a lot, and show it to him.
Whoa! A phone can take a picture? And it can also take a call? I didn't know that one thing could do two things! Danknack 2, you're obviously some kind of photography expert. You gotta check out my technique and give me coach tips to improve my form.
Scott shows you enjoy his picture-taking technique, which is mostly just pointing at shiny objects excitedly and throwing his camera at them. You tell Scott that you've got a game-changing tip for him. He just needs to press the big black shiny shutter button on the camera. That'll up his game for sure.
Wait a second, Scott. Have you not been pressing the shutter button? We've been out here for 3 hours. Goddess, no wonder you got it incomplete on your last assignments.
Wait, so if you hit the big button, the camera actually takes the picture? Before, I was just politely asking the camera to take it. My mind is blown!
Well, even I have to admit that was a pretty helpful piece of advice. I'm almost convinced you're not here to sleep with one of us. So if you're really such a fan of photography, surely you can give me some pointers too. I love to learn from your expertise.
Uh-oh, Joy's calling your bluff, and she'll be way less easy to impress than Scott. You'll have to convince her that you're a real pro, and you'll yet again be exposed as super horny.
So, Danknag 2, why don't you tell me what's your biggest photography secret?
I cannot disclose photography's biggest secret, Joy. I'd be betraying photographer's trust. Okay, so you know about the button before it takes pictures. What about this other secret button? It's to take better pictures. Going with the first one. I'm so charming. You tell Joy that you take your friendship with photography seriously, so you can't share your friend's secrets. That's a dick move.
Wow, Danknag 2, that makes zero sense, like none. Nonsense. It's nonsense. No sense, nonsense.
Really, Joy? I thought Danknack 2 was kinda being a really good friend. Because bros respect their bros' privacy, you know?
Can I just shag Scott? Can he be an option for me? Can I get
Fuck Scott, fuck Scott, fuck Scott.
Well, I guess that's a good point. Respecting privacy is one of my foremost values as a feminist, occult practitioner. To be honest, I've been working with my therapist lately to try to get more patient with people and judging a little less. Especially when it comes to my friends, you know. I want to value my friends based on their intentions, not their admittedly limited intelligence.
Dude, that's awesome! I love being judged by my intentions, and not by how long I can sit still with peanut butter on my nose.
Exactly, Scott. That's a good boy. Sitting still with peanut butter in your nose will probably be hard for anyone.
Preach.
So Danknag too. Even though your comment was dumb, like super insanely unfathomably dumb. It showed the valid intimacy of your friends, and that what really matters.
The real photography was the friends we made along the way.
Joy pats you on the head and gives you a snickerdoodle cookie. Yay!
Yay!
For a second, you wonder if Joy was talking about you when she said she wanted to judge people less based on their intelligence. But who cares? You're eating a cookie. Let's be honest, you're pretty dumb. You don't get any smarter from this whole encounter, but Joy's magical snickerdoodle gives you +4 boldness and +2 fun. Papa Smurf, where are you headed?
In the woods.
Woods.
That day, you go on a hiking trip with a bunch of random campers. You live some weird adventures, share personal stories and secrets. You do not know their names. They do not seem to have their own character models, but they reveal to you that they're part of a different game, survival resource managing. Turns out, they cannot perceive your character model, so you go to the same camp, but you're part of different games. This is deeply strange and makes you reflect about your own existence.
Are they making another game?
They're making several other games.
They also apparently gain +10 berries and +2 stamina, whatever that means.
Weird.
You've been spending a lot of time with Calculaster lately, so when he asks if you want to meet up for standard of organic activities, they're thrilled. It's his most romantic invitation yet.
Greetings, friend Papa Smurf. Thank you so much for joining me for these activities. I am 98.46% certain you will enjoy them. First, I propose we watch several hours of horny anime while online comparison shopping for vacuum cleaners. Storm, you got this last time, so you better get it right this time. You better not fuck it up twice. After that, we can track down some of our campmates and shamelessly attempt to ingratiate ourselves to them with wacky hijinks, and to round out the evening, we can finish up by leaving positive reviews on Monster Prom 2 Monster Camp on Steam. Wow, those are literally all of your favorite things to do. How did he know? It is no big mystery, friend. I simply downloaded and perused your entire search history. Many of my less scrupulous brethren use this technique for marketing purposes, but I have chosen to use my power for good by algorithmically identifying all of your favorite activities. Speaking of which, I want to do the cake thing as well, but I had trouble finding a large enough horse. Wow, that's super creepy, but like in totally a cute way that you absolutely love. Calculator leads you around for the rest of the afternoon, and each activity he suggests is even more enjoyable than the last. It seems like reducing a complex person down to a constellation of online data is not only possible, but also super fun and deeply unethical. Two of your favorite things. That might, though, as you lie in your tent reminiscing about the day's adventures, a thought occurs to you of Calculator is reading your entire search history. That gives you a great way to low-key signal your attraction to him. You leap out of bed and energized by your new idea. It's time to go online for romance reasons. Stormy, you fucked this up 2 days ago. Can you get it right tonight? What combination of searches will unlock Calculator's cold metal heart? The answer might surprise you.
Last time I did,
You did the 5 hours last time.
and I was said not so charming.
It was charming?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the second one, we don't know what
Boldness.
the second one is.
I thought it was.
We thought it was boldness, but I don't remember what Stormy's boldness value was last time. It could also potentially be creativity.
Fun? Oh, I doubt it's creativity. I bet it's either boldness or fun.
I would guess it's either boldness or creativity. The top one is... Wait, no, hold on. Oh, wait, no, the bottom one. Yeah, no, the top one. If the top one is... I thought maybe the top one is creativity. Is the top one charm, Stormy?
Charm.
Okay, well then...
No, wait, it was either creativity or charm.
Okay, well if the bottom one is either boldness or fun, then the top one sounds like your way to go. I don't know. That's your call, though.
Can you think?
I mean, you can think, but don't take too long.
Yeah.
We do have a night to game. So, Blanks, what's up?
Robot porn. Robot porn.
Robot porn. Robot
I'm just into this whole like.
Robot porn?
Yeah. Also, he did just say I'm gonna watch hentai with you. Like that happened. So if he's gonna extend weeb porn, cartoon character porn to the cartoon character you, then you should extend
he's also
robot.
a cartoon character, right?
I guess that's true.
You guys just watch
This is not
regular
advice
porn.
for Stormy. I'm just thinking about the situation.
Yeah, me too. At the end of the day, Stormy, it is still a video game, so I wouldn't care too much.
I'm gonna go with the first one.
The first one? Alright. You're so charming!
Yeah.
You quickly search up a whole bevy of luscious appliances on the internet commerce websites. What a smorgasbord. These will be the most important customer reviews of your life. Luckily, you have a soul of a poet. In a journey back at fucking poet never knew what hit him. You start writing. Parsonic Luminix digital camera. They say beauty is the eye of the beholder, but they're wrong. Beauty is in the eye of the camera of the beholder. And this is that camera. Canon Premix wireless all-in-one printer. Would that I could give you in all the stars in the sky, but alas, I can give you a 5 out of 5. Great print quality and easy to connect to Wi-Fi. Kitchen Diamonds 5-speed blender. I think that I will never see / a poem. Oh wait, that's like lines.
The line breaks, yeah.
A poem as lovely as this blender. 4 out of 5 package. Arrived damaged, but that only increased on its charm. The next morning, you head out to locate calculus to only find him waiting right outside your tents.
Hello, Papa Smurf. Since I know exactly where you sleep, I thought this would be a good place to find you. Those reviews you posted, they were so error on board the SARS sufficient to express current level of emotional impact, resorting to improvisation. Romanculate. I must confess that reading your passionate reviews of those other electronics instigated a small jealousy subroutine in my core processor. I do not wish to impose, but do you think you might like to write a review of me?
Fuck the robot, fuck the robot.
Would you ever? You rub your poet soul for luck and compose your magnum opus. Calculaster Mark II. A face like an angel in a
Chassis.
chassis? What does that mean?
It's the body part of a machine.
Oh,
It's a play on ass.
Well, it's not actually. A chassis is just a thing.
No, I know that a chassis is just a thing, but like the phrase is "ass don't quit," right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's the play there is on. Yeah.
chassis that doesn't quit. So hot, I'd buy that even without free shipping. 10 out of 10, call me sometime.
How did you know my current CPU temperature? Are my benchmarks showing? Oh goodness, I'm so titillated.
You tell Calculaster you're down to titillate his CPU anytime. That's like what version of the prostate, right? You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm.
Where are you headed?
I need some extra boldness.
Boldness? All
Where's
right.
that?
That's the manor.
Manor. Let's go. That day you explore the haunted manor's basement, only to find it has a sub-basement. The sub-basement is full of haunted chairs and a staircase to a sub-sub-basement. The sub-sub-basement is a haunted wine cellar. The sub-sub-sub-basement is a haunted nightclub for ghosts who don't like wine. They serve haunted spirits. Ha! The sub-basement to the 10th power is a subway. You eat a foot-long Reuben and continue your travels.
Nice.
You eventually check a walkthrough and find out the haunted manor can spawn an infinite amount of sub-basements. You only make it as far as the 89th level, which is a Dom sub-leather room. You gain +2 boldness from the horrors you witness there. But I'm in a dungeon, so I'm gonna find my video game girl. Come on, bae, come on. You're living your best camp spooky life when a Ravi sidles up next to you, looking a little more bashful than usual. How's it going, hottie?
Hey there, Pillsbury. Fancy seeing you here at this place where you often hang out at this time, which I have taken note of. Look, I've enjoyed our adventures this of late, and I wanted to invite you on some sort of normal activity, like a shopping trip.
But then I reminded her that she doesn't shop.
But then I realized I don't shop because I craft my own items, and that could be a romantic date as well. I mean,
yeah!
A productive time that will set us to be well-equipped for quests.
She meant what she said the first time. She definitely doodled a Ravi plus Pillsbury on her boots of potential marriage +3.
No, you misread that because you were looking at it upside down because you're being clinky like always. Anyway, shut up, Pillsbury. Are you in?
Hell yeah, you are! Ravi sets up her crafting table, and you prepare for some high-quality equipment making.
Alright, so I'll kick us off. I'm going to combine Potions of Silence with Yeti Skin to create a Cape of Cloaking +2. And then I'll use a broom, a feather, and a ring to craft a flying broomstick. Next, I'll put a car on a car to make a limousine.
You jump in, combining a leather handbag with very loud screaming to create bagpipes.
Nice! I'll use pizza plus pineapple to craft controversial food choice.
The two of you have a great time crafting. Occasionally, your hands brush against each other as you reach for materials. And is Ravi blushing? You're getting strong vibes that she might be into you, but she may be too shy to say it outright. You should suggest crafting something sexy together to help get your flirt on. Hold on.
My guess is boldness versus
Charm?
creative. Oh, or maybe charm.
Because that's like a romance novel thing. It's the second one.
Okay. The first
I
one
like
seems
axes.
like boldness are fun to me.
And I'm good at those. And I like axes, and I know she likes axes. First one.
First one? Alright, hopefully it's good. You're so fun.
Hell yeah.
Wait, sexy battle axe? How can a battle axe get any sexier than it already is?
Hey, so you're always up for an adventure, right? Isn't exploring the unknown a sort of adventure in and of itself?
That's deep, Hex. Let's go for it.
You take some lube and rub it all over the axe. Handle and blade. You show the axe to Ravi, who's blushing the hardest you've seen yet.
Whoa. I had no idea an axe gets so shiny. The dripping lube reminds me of enemy blood dripping off my weapons, yet somehow even more erotic?
Are you okay, Ravi? I don't think I've ever seen you this
horribly dedicated to vanquishing my foes? Of course I am, Hex, I always am.
Oh yeah, I mean sure, I was gonna say horny.
Read the room, Hex. Can I touch your axe, Pillsbury?
Hell yeah, you can touch my axe. You go to hand it over to her, but because it's covered in lube, it's super slippery, so it falls from your grasp. It's millimeters away from killing you, but instead, it simply cuts your shirt open to reveal your totally tantalizing, exposed collarbone.
Oh my.
Did you just faint? Ravi! Ravi!
Wow, your sexy, sexy collarbone and sexy, sexy, sexy battle axe really did that. And now, you get the added fun of nursing Ravi back to health while she wakes up in the camp infirmary. Win-win situation, and what you win-win is +2 charm and +1 fun.
I feel like every run we have of this, both of the first game and the second game, is we have two people who succeed really well and one person who flounders about. And today I am that flounder. Hey, it's me.
If you couldn't flounder, the game would not be fun. I think you've got the best chances with Witch.
Joy.
Yeah. Because you have succeeded with her a handful of times now.
What if I am none of them?
Why does he keep getting realistic faces? I hate it so much.
Alright, well I have no chance with either of these two. I probably don't have a chance at Damien, although my boldness is pretty high. Charm? I'm gonna say Charm is Milo. I'm gonna go with Milo. Sure, why not? We've never spoken, but I am very charming. Papa Smurf. Going with him.
Calculus.
Alright, and links. Ravi.
Give me my waifu!
Hello, it's
Ravi's
me.
a good choice.
You finally gather the courage to ask your beloved, who you've spoken to, I think, 0 times, to watch the meteor shower with you. Let's use links.
The two of us? A summer fling? My apologies, darling, but I'm indebted to my fan base. I owe it to them to date only the trendiest, most fashionable role models for them.
I'm pretty
You
charming.
need a charm of like 22 for me to... Oh. I don't want the world to think I promote, whatever it is you've got going on. No offense.
None taken. I'm a jellyfish. Oh man, that was hard to watch. You got dumped by your summer crush. You got so thoroughly and tragically dumped. The Merriam-Webster dictionary redefines being dumped as being dank-nag-tooed.
Damn.
And right next to that is a picture of you sobbing into your ramen noodles.
You finally gathered the courage to ask your beloved to watch the meteor shower with you.
Wait, you want to be my summer fling?
OMG. I mean, I guess so, but not because I actually like you or anything. That'd be ridiculous. I mean, if anything, I'm just going out with you because I can learn your weaknesses and plot to kill you.
Maximize your stats with me.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm not emotionally vulnerable. I'm just using this as the perfect cover. It's a date.
Links.
The last day of summer camp was intense. Before the meteor shower, you two plundered dungeons and fought giant creatures all day. Afterwards, you and Aravi tended to each other's wounds in a romantic, sensual way. You never thought being an adventurer could be so adorable.
Papa Smurf.
You finally gather the courage and you ask your beloved to watch the meteor shower with you.
You desire a summer fling with me? I am so happy. I've been intrigued by you lately, so I ran 62 simulations of us going to the meteor shower together. One of us died in only 3 of them. Believe it or not, that is actually a very good statistic. For the most part, the outcomes were very satisfying and overall nice. So, to quote myself in most of my simulations, yes, Papa Smurf, let us be summer flings. Would you like to hold each other while the sun sets?
Aww. The last day of summer camp was wonderful. You helped Cal improve his ant farm, and he helped you make one of your own, so you can be ant farm buddies. Aww. You decided to merge your ant farms to show a good faith among your divided properties. Then you calculated various densities of soil enrichment coefficients to maximize your conjoined farm productivity. You made lots of charts while the meteors rained down. Your date was romantic as it was mathematical.
Yay! Woohoo! Alright, well, 2 of us got something. Before we knew it, those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute and there was an entire lifetime. That night we saw summer coming to an end. We all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older and I can see it. How those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned into tragedies, sung for centuries. Wild nights became epics treasured forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a constellation we'll always find while gazing into the starry night. No matter how many years go by. Woo!
Should we stay quiet for the streamer song?
No, it's fine. I do enjoy it, but
Can we sing along?
sure. I really want to see a game of this where everyone simps for Calculaster as much as possible. Everyone goes for Calculaster.
Actually, what happens if everybody tries to date the same character? Like, whoever gets to pick first just takes Calculaster and that's that, right?
What? No, wait, why?
Because after somebody takes a given...
I think.
Wait. Do we all pick first and then it determines which one of us gets him?
Yeah, we all pick together. So like we could all choose the same. We could all choose Calculaster's thing.
And then he'll only accept the one of us that has the most points with him?
I'm not sure. Yeah, probably. So it would basically be whoever probably gets to sit with him at whoever gets first on the night times, plus whoever has the highest stat in smarts, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm glad you got with Aravi. Aravi now has 2 successes. I dated Hex and you dated Aravi.
Very good.
Music is loud. That's okay.
You haven't seen Consummate Wash yet.
But they've got Nintendo Switches because they're not real gamers.
Damn, dude. Can barely hear us, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Man, I already thought Aravi was cute and I liked her a lot in the first game. But, like, the direction they took her for this is very one note, but I love that one note. I'm so here for her. I unironically love this character so much.
Aravi is...
And she's hot.
He's great, but I just love her voice. It's just so cute.
But not with Monster Camp. Streaming Monster Camp. You won't get a strike. Playing
Alright, well,
Monster
I don't need to watch the credits, it's fine, especially if it's super loud. You just unlocked that flask, Genie! You just unlocked
All right.
poison.
Time to play again, right?
Oh no, not poison. Status smoothie. Oh, that's fun. I like the faces. Alright, so we now have I'm just going through the rejection scenes. So now we've got 2 of the rejection scenes, 3 of the victory scenes. I don't remember getting. Oh no, you got that one, and Stormy got that one, and okay. Okie dokie. So what did I get? Oh yeah, last time I got Hex down here.
You just wooed him with bagels.
I did just woo him with bagels, and it was great. Mothman, you yet elude me.
One day you will be mine.
One day you will be mine.
I really liked the lifeguards a lot.
The lifeguards were pretty good. He was joking, we're not actually playing again tonight. It's 11 p.m. I wish the drinks showed you what they did here, at least. But you just have to sort of remember what they do.
I think the game likes to maximize the chance of you making a wrong guess or forgetting. Like, they don't want you to think about this game too statistically.
Actually, they do. It does say. Oh, wait, never mind. It does say.
Well, but, like, the description isn't always exactly clear.
Yeah. It's just whiskey.
Bootleg one.
A god complex? Oh yeah, this is the thing, this stormy thing.
Yeah.
Heavy armor, too heavy to swim. Kite fighter, you got that. Man. I need to do better. I needed to do a lot better. I fucked that up pretty hard. I'm sad. Mothman, I will...
Well, what you made one wrong choice and you just couldn't recover.
Yeah. Mothman,
It wasn't even really your fault.
I will fuck you yet, Mothman. Because once I went on the Mothman route, I was like too far behind on anybody. I guess I could have gone for Joy. I don't know if it would have worked, possibly. She's the only person that would talk to me. But the thing is, I spent both of the night times. For the first one I spent with Mothman, the second one I spent by myself.
So that was interesting because it looked like.
What?
Yeah, but you don't get 2 rounds to.
Next to Mothman again.
Well, how would that have helped me? I've already failed the line, and there weren't enough scenes left to do all the quests, so it wouldn't have mattered. What did you say, Blinks?
I was saying, yeah, he wouldn't have had enough time to do what he needed to do.
Yeah, what were you saying before that?
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember.
Something about it being interesting, me sitting by myself.
Oh, it seems like the game like does some sort of roller check to determine whether or not someone visits you. 'Cause
Yeah.
It seems like maybe they could.
Yeah, it seemed like that, yeah. And I just rolled low.
Uh-huh.
Alright, well. Sexy B. Damien costume has yet to appear. So we'll just have to wait and see some sexy B. Damiens. But we'll be back next week with Super Mario the finale.
Sexy B. Damien?
Yeah. You know.
Huh?
From this. Damien B costume. Super sexy.
Why is there a setting just for this?
I don't know. He's super sexy or just sexy? We have a super sexy.
Okay. What? Is that's like it gotta be a joke, right?
Well,
Hold
no.
on.
I don't know.
Damien B costume, sexy.
Next time we're
super
playing with
sexy.
anime.
Okay.
I don't know. Anime. Alright, cool. Well, thanks everyone for joining. Good night. You guys gonna say good night?
Good night.
Good night.